Good afternoon from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, where Carson-Newman is playing its first midweek home game of the season, and the Leaf Flames are in town to take on the Eagles in a matchup of two teams that are still undefeated in non-conference play. Carson-Newman is 7-0 out of league games, and Lee is also 7-0 in non-conference games. One of these two teams will stay unbeaten when it's all said and done here on this Tuesday afternoon. Here is Lee's starting lineup today. They're 10-3 and coming off a weekend sweep over Alabama Huntsville, a team that Carson-Newman defeated last Tuesday. Landon Franklin leads things off. He's been on base in 13 straight games. Isaiah French is the team's best hitter in this lineup. He hits third. He's got a 13-game on-base streak as well and is hitting .432 with 17 RBI. Cody Turner will pitch and hit cleanup today. J.J. Williams, Kaysen Youngblood, Ryan Valdez, Keelan Sanders, and Nate Dunphy. The rest of Lee's lineup today against true freshman right-hander Drew Fletcher, who is set to make his third career start and fourth career appearance. The right-hander in 9 innings of work this year has 2 strikeouts, has only allowed 4 earned runs with 5 walks, and opponents this year hitting just .206 against the freshman right-handed pitcher, an ERA right at 4 for the season. And last Tuesday, threw 5 scoreless innings against Alabama Huntsville. He'll try to repeat that performance and maybe a little bit better this time around as he faces the Leaf Flames on this Tuesday afternoon. Landon Franklin will lead us off here on a 40-degree day here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. This past weekend series, it was into the high 60s. We're dropping down to a high of 40 as these two teams get underway at 2:14 p.m. and Fletcher's fastball hits Franklin. And the Lee Flames will have an early base runner. First pitch of the game is a hit batter. Will extend Landon Franklin's on-base streak to 14 straight games to begin his season, and that'll quickly bring in Luke Collier. A little bit of a delayed start today. The two umpires, Matt Simpson behind home, and Marcus Wilkie, the first base umpire, were stuck in traffic, so about a 14-minute delay to the originally scheduled 2 o'clock start as Fletcher's slider misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes, a Flame runner already on base as the righty sets and pitches a fastball below the zone for ball 2. So the first 3 offerings by the freshman Fletcher have missed the strike zone. The first one hit Franklin to start the day, and now he's behind 2-0 on Collier. Lee's shortstop hitting .340 this year. 2-0 slider. It's a called strike. Alrighty, Fletcher pauses. Short lead for Franklin at first. And Fletcher will check on Lee's leadoff hitter. Franklin has 6 stolen bases. Collier with 9 to lead the team. And then French, the on-deck hitter, has 6 himself. A Lee offense that will utilize the bases as Collier fouls one off to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. When they're on, they will get aggressive and test Carson-Newman's defense and try to move runners in scoring position throughout the day. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fletcher comes set, looking for the first out of the inning. He goes to a slider that he gets Collier to pop up into the outfield. It's John O'Pierce, Carson-Newman shortstop, into the outfield grass, calling off Braxton Smith out in center field to make the catch for the first out here of the opening inning. So a good response from Fletcher. He fell behind 2-0, works back into the zone 3 times. He gets the pop out for the first out of the inning, and now the freshman can face Isaiah French. Lee's top hitter and catcher leads the team with his .432 average and 17 runs batted in this year. And Fletcher will pick to first base. Carson-Newman's infield very similar to what it's been for most of the year. Logan Floyd at first base. Cole Nathan joins him at second. John O'Pierce back at shortstop with Aiden Gibson at third base, making up the left side of Carson-Newman's infield. As Fletcher sets and pitches the first one to French. It's a strike, throw down to first. No tag by Floyd. In Carson-Newman's outfield today, Ryan Bolton is in left, making his 4th start of the year in left field. Braxton Smith back in center, and Bradley Soto Diaz is in right field. Carson Cochran catching to start the day, making his 6th start of the year. 0-1 slider on the inner corner, misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cochran did not start in any of the 3 games against Lenoir-Rhyne this past weekend. It's the opportunity here to start his 2nd straight midweek game. Fletcher pauses, glove at his chest, and his 1-1 fastball is a strike at 85 miles per hour. And he's ahead on Isaiah French, 1-2. It's a strong Lee team, 10-3, started the year 6-0 before being swept by Delta State, one of the top teams in the Gulf South, a couple of weeks ago. Here's a bouncing ball that'll get through the right side for a base hit. Rounding second is Franklin. He's going to try to go first and third. Soto Diaz with a laser to third. A 9-5 strike for the 2nd out of the inning. And Franklin caught trying to go first to third on French's single to right. This is the 2nd time in about 4 games or so that Soto Diaz has flashed his arm. And he threw an absolute rocket to Aiden Gibson, who had plenty of time to make a perfect tag at third. 2 away. And now Cody Turner, Lee's starting pitcher, hitting cleanup today. Bats with the runner taking off. French headed to second. Cochran's throw down is not in time. Jono Pierce got the tag down, but not before Isaiah French was able to slide his right foot into the second base bag for his 7th stolen base of the year. And there's Lee showing off its speed and its aggressiveness on the bases. They get French now in scoring position with 2 away. One-0 pitch to Turner. High fastball, 2 balls and no strikes. Turner hitting .256, couple of home runs and 7 runs batted in this year. Does have one of the top strikeout marks on this team as to why his on-base percentage is below 35% so far this season as he takes a 2-0 slider from Fletcher for a strike. Does offer some power and the ability to drive in runs, though, with 7 this year. He's got an early opportunity with French at second base and 2 outs here in the opening inning. The freshman Fletcher comes set. A look at second base. Nobody covers, and his slider home is fouled back into the screen. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turner, one of 2 lefties in Lee's lineup today. Nate Dunphy is the Flames' left fielder, and he'll bat 9th as a left-handed hitter. Fletcher's 2-2 on the way. Went to a changeup away, and it missed for ball 3. First 3-2 count here in the opening inning for Drew Fletcher, in the 4th batter he faces. Trying to strand a Lee runner in scoring position here in the 1st. The freshman pauses for a payoff, and it's grounded to third. Gibson backs up to field it. Long throw, bounces once into the mid of Floyd. He read the hop well, and Logan Floyd makes the snag for the final out of the inning. Good defensive work by Carson-Newman. A Soto Diaz laser helps Drew Fletcher toss a scoreless first, and now the Eagles' bats come to the plate for the first time. We return to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex for the home half of the 1st on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shop cneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shop cneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeingEagles.com.
Andrew Rogers back here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, where Carson-Newman is playing host to Lee in this midweek matchup, as Carson-Newman will send Braxton Smith, Colton Evans, and Logan Floyd to the plate here in the home half of the first inning. Smith batting leadoff for the second straight game and the third time this season. Colton Evans draws his second straight start at the DH spot and will bat second. Bradley Soto Diaz up into the cleanup spot. He's riding an 11-game hitting streak. He slides up to clean up with Cole Nathan in the 5th spot. Aiden Gibson slides up a spot to 6. For just the third time this year, John O'Pierce hits 7th, Ryan Bolton 8th, and Carson Cochran catching and batting 9th. For the Eagles against left-handed starting pitcher Cody Turner. The left-hander will make his 6th appearance of the year. 5 2/3 innings for the lefty, a 1.5 ERA over the course of those 5 appearances and 5 2/3 innings pitched. Does have a start this year and has appeared in 3 non-conference games so far this year. First pitch of the inning is a ball high. It looked like Smith maybe for a second had bunted that, but he pulled it back and takes a fastball high from Turner for ball 1. Third time this year, the Eagles will face a left-handed starting pitcher. They've won their first 2. As Smith shows bunt, pulls it back again, and takes a strike on a fastball from Turner at 85 to even the count at a ball and a strike. Smith having a nice sophomore season, hitting .381 as he takes fastball high, 2 balls and a strike. 16 hits for the year. Third most on the team. He's drove in 10 runs and has been on base in 6 straight games. Had a great weekend against Lenore Ryan, which included 2 multi-hit efforts. 2-1 to Smith is a fastball elevated on the corner, outside corner indeed, and it's a 2-2 count. Lefty Turner's even the count at 2 and now pauses, and the pitch to Smith. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Smith went after the changeup into the turf and swings and misses. Cody Turner has his 5th strikeout of the year, and that's how the home half of the first inning starts. Now Colton Evans, Carson-Newman's DH, who is one of 3 Eagles to homer this year. Evans, Floyd, and Soto Diaz, the 3 players in the Eagles lineup that have all homered this year, hitting 2, 3, and 4 today. As Evans takes an inside pitch from Turner for ball 1. 5th start of the year for Evans, .294 hitter with 5 RBI. 5 hits, 17 at-bats so far this season. 1-0 fastball outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Lefty Turner comes set, and a 2-0 to Evans. Fastball in there for a called strike. Turner has appearances in non-conference games this year against Lincoln Memorial, Tiffin, and most recently Alabama Huntsville. 2-1. Foul ball by Evans. Really just 2 non-conference appearances for Turner. Those were his first 2 on February 3rd and February 8th. His first outing of the year was 2 scoreless against Lincoln Memorial, and then he threw a scoreless inning against Tiffin. Before his last 3 appearances have come during Gulf South Conference play. 2-2 to Evans. Breaking ball stayed outside, and Carson-Newman's DH has worked the count full with 1 out here in the opening inning in a scoreless midweek contest between Carson-Newman and Lee. The lefty Turner comes set, and a payoff to Evans. Inside, ball 4. Quality at bat. Evans sees 6 pitches and draws a 1-out walk to bring Logan Floyd to the plate. Floyd riding one of the longest on-base streaks in program history. He has been on base in 47 consecutive games dating back to March 11th of last season. Time called by the 2 umpires prior to Floyd stepping into the batter's box. Floyd has been a big reason why the Eagles have not lost a non-conference game this year, as Turner offers the first one and Floyd rips it foul down the left field line. Strike one on Carson-Newman's first baseman. Floyd's hitting .600 in non-conference games with 10 runs batted in for an Eagles offense that is scoring more than 10 runs per non-conference game this season. 0-1 pause for Turner, a look at Evans at first, and now the pitch home is way outside and high for ball one. One ball, one strike, a runner at first in Evans after his one-out walk. He has a fair lead there as Turner looks at him and will pick over there. Evans back safely with a head-first dive into the bag. Turner sets, now comes home to Floyd, who hits it off the end of his bat foul back behind home. And the count moves to a favorable 1-2 for Cody Turner and the Flames here in this opening inning. Lee's only 3 losses to Delta State, a Delta State team that is ranked and was picked second in the Gulf South Conference this year, but 2 of those 3 games were decided by 1 run. Certainly a team that could have a higher record if things went well toward the end of those games, as Floyd takes a 1-2 breaking ball low. And the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Carson-Newman's all-sack first baseman. Extra step for Evans at first, and the 2-2 to Floyd. It's a line drive to left field for a base hit. Floyd's on-base streak extends to 48 straight, and he moves Evans up to second base, and he has Carson-Newman's first hit of the day. First and second, 1 out now for Bradley Soto Diaz. Good 2-strike hitting there by Floyd. He takes the breaking ball to left. And now with 2 on and 1 out, Bradley Soto Diaz will have an opportunity to add to his RBI total. Lefty Turner sets and pitches to Soto Diaz. A ground ball to short. It's fielded cleanly by Collier to second for 1, back to first. A double play. Collier and Franklin turn 2, and the Flames get out of a first and second jam in the bottom of the first. A couple of runners for the Eagles, but a double play ends the opening frame. A scoreless first here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex here on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back for the top of inning number 2. Both teams threaten in the opening innings, but defense pays off for both sides. The Eagles had first and second into a double play, though, in the first, while Lee had a couple of runners, but Carson-Newman's Bradley Soto Diaz threw out Landon Franklin at third for the second out of that first inning, and that helped the Eagles get out of that inning. Lee's defense turns double play, and we'll head to the second. Still scoreless here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Drew Fletcher will face J.J. Williams, Kaysen Youngblood, and Ryan Valdez here in the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 of Lee's batting order set to face Fletcher for the first time, who threw a 16-pitch scoreless first frame. Williams is Lee's center fielder, waiting on the first pitch from Fletcher. It's a fastball that's fouled off to the left side for strike one. J.J. Williams, a .229 hitter, one of 3 Lee players to have started now in all 14 games. 11 hits for Williams this year, does have a home run with 9 RBI. He steps back in as Fletcher has the sign from his catcher, Cochran. And the 0-1 pitch is a slider that Williams fans at for strike 2. 0-2 on Lee's center fielder as we begin the second inning. The righty into his wind, and the 0-2 slider is popped up in the infield right side. Cole Nathan is after it, just into the outfield grass, leans back at the last second to make the catch for out number 1. Second pop out by a Lee hitter this first time through the order. And now Kaysen Youngblood, Lee's first baseman, will bat against Fletcher with 1 away. Youngblood, a .371 hitter, has a 6-game hitting streak entering today, and he takes fastball away for ball 1 from Drew Fletcher, who's making his 4th appearance of his freshman season. 1-0 is a fastball inside for a ball, 2-0. Fletcher pitched over the weekend. He pitched an inning and a third in that series finale against Lenore-Rhine, was charged with 3 earned runs and a hit, walked 3 in that outing out of the bullpen. 2-0 from Fletcher, slider away, and it's 3-0 on Lee's first baseman, Kaysen Youngblood. Freshman, a .371 hitter, making his 10th start of the year. Tied for the team lead with 4 home runs already this year. And he'll take fastball low, and it's a 4-pitch walk issued by Fletcher with 1 away here in this second inning. Second freebie issued by Fletcher, a hit batter, and now a walk. And the Flames have a 1-out base runner with Ryan Valdez, the right fielder, batting. Fletcher pauses. First one to Valdez. Slider on the outside corner at 72 miles per hour for strike 1. Eighth start of the year for Valdez. A .276 hitter stands back in and waits on Fletcher's 0-1 pitch that's outside for ball 1. You know, Carson-Newman's pitching has been just as good as its offense. We talked about the offense and its ability to produce 10 runs or more on average in these 7 non-conference wins, as Fletcher's 1-1 misses low for ball 2. The pitching side has had 9 different pitchers allow 1 earned run or less in these 7 non-conference wins. Certainly a handful of those are only in 1 appearance, but that's helped as this ball is grounded softly to the right side. Floyd, the backhand snag, back to first, and Pierce's throw is high over the head of Fletcher. It'll be a fielder's choice. Would have been a bang-bang play back at first base. Fletcher was having to go cover the first base bag as Floyd made the nice backhand snag for the second out of the inning. But easily, Valdez was up the line, and I think even if it's a good throw from Pierce, Valdez would have beat it out. So fielder's choice puts a runner in Valdez now at first with 2 away for Keelan Sanders. Fletcher will step off and toss one over to Floyd at first, who doesn't make a tag on Valdez, who's a perfect 3 for 3 in stolen bases. Righty Fletcher comes set. First one to Sanders. Fastball knee high for a strike. The ball's in a strike, 2 away in the top of the second. Carson-Newman and Lee scoreless so far. 0-1 on the way. Ground ball to John O'Pierce at short. He shifts to his left and flips to Nathan for the force at second base. And the inning is over. Lee strands a runner in the second. No runs on no hits, no errors. And they leave another one on base. We're through an inning and a half of this midweek affair between Carson-Newman and Lee Eagles back to bat for the home half of the second after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
5, 6, and 7 due up for the first time for Carson-Newman against Cody Turner for the home half of the second inning. Cole Nathan will lead off. Aiden Gibson, John O'Pierce to follow for Carson-Newman against Turner here in the second. Carson-Newman was able to get a couple of runners on base in that first inning. A one-out walk and single by Evans and Floyd, but Soto Diaz's ground ball double play ended that threat for CN. And now Nathan bats for the first time against the lefty Turner to open up the bottom of inning 2. Turner's first one on the way of the second inning is a fastball outside for ball 1. A 17-pitch opening inning for Turner. Now we'll pitch into the second frame here. Facing Nathan to start the frame. 1-0 on the way. It's a fastball for a strike to Cole Nathan, who's hitting .256 for the year. Slides back into the 5 spot after mainly hitting cleanup through the first couple of weeks of the season. 1-1 breaking ball clips the outside corner for strike 2. First time Nathan's hitting the 5 spot this year. He had made one appearance in the 2 and 3 holes, with the other 11 starts being in that cleanup spot. Slides back to the 5 spot in this midweek game as Turner's 1-1, or 1-2 rather, is outside. And Nathan stays away. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Nathan to begin the second frame. Lefty Turner comes set. And the pitch to Nathan, a breaking ball fouled back by Nathan. Turner, one of many quality Lee pitchers that this staff has. A team earned run average at .367 for the year, third best in the Gulf South, as Nathan swings and misses at Turner's 89-mile-per-hour fastball. Swinging strike 3, and there's one away for Aiden Gibson. Second straight inning that Turner's opened up the frame with a strikeout. Just reared back and fired a fastball by Nathan. Now Gibson gets his first at-bat against the lefty Turner with one away. Lefty lifts the right leg, and the breaking ball sweeps in for a strike to Gibson. Aiden Gibson coming off a multi-hit performance against Lenore Ryan on Saturday. Has boosted his batting average to $189. 0-1 fastball runs outside. Been a rough start to the year for Gibson. Just 4 hits entering that LR series, but had 2 in that series finale, and now has 7 entering today's game. 1-1 on the way from Turner. A fastball waist high for called strike 2. The lefty's ahead on Carson-Newman's third baseman here with one away in a scoreless second inning. The lefty comes set. He's got the sign from his catcher, French, and the breaking ball home is just outside. Turner took a couple of steps to his right off the mound. Thought he had maybe a called strike 3. Didn't get it. And now goes back to work with a count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Gibson. Swing and a miss. Went to the fastball and got it up to 90 miles per hour. And got it by Gibson for swinging strike 3. 2 away. And now Jono Pierce will set Lee's defense, who's only had to make one defensive play. That was that inning-ending double play in the first. Landon Franklin at second base, along with Kaysen Youngblood, make up the right side of the infield. Youngblood at first base as Turner's fastball misses outside for ball 1. Keelan Sanders is at third. Luke Collier at shortstop. Left to right in the outfield goes Nate Dunphy, J.J. Williams in center, and Ryan Valdez in right field as Pierce bangs one foul toward the first base dugout for strike 1. French does the catching behind the plate in his 13th start out of 14 games total to make up Lee's defense. 1-1 pause for the lefty, and the pitch to Pierce. A high fastball for ball 1 as Turner's crossed over the 30 pitch mark, now up to 31. As he looks for a 1-2-3 second inning, he sent the first 2 Eagles down swinging in this frame. And now his 2-1 fastball runs high and outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on Jono Pierce. 7 hits for Pierce in his first season in the orange and blue. Carson-Newman's shortstop stands back in, and the 3-1 home is a chopper hit softly to the right side. It's the second baseman fielding it cleanly, and a right-handed flip by Franklin is in time to get Pierce, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 second pitch by Cody Turner, and we're scoreless through 2. Lee has 8, 9, and 1 due up when we head to the third here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Good start to Drew Fletcher's third career start, 2 scoreless innings for the right-hander, and he's needed just 29 pitches to keep the Lee bats silent here early on. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Flames to start the third inning. Nate Dunphy will get his first at-bat. And then back to the top of the order for Landon Franklin and Luke Collier for a Lee team 10-3. And just like Carson-Newman, undefeated in non-conference games. Righty Fletcher to face the left-handed hitting Dunphy to start the third. First pitch of the inning from Fletcher is a fastball knee-high for called strike 1. The Flames have non-conference wins over Emmanuel, swept a doubleheader to open the year, beat Lincoln Memorial at home 5-2, swept a weekend series with Tiffin, and had a ranked win last week at home. They took down 9th-ranked North Georgia 6-3 as Fletcher's breaking ball runs inside for ball 1. Ball and a strike to start the third in a scoreless game between Carson-Newman and Lee. Now Fletcher's 1-1 on the way. Change up outside for ball 2. That was a game where Lee opened things up. A 3-run fourth inning helped get the Flames the lead that they would never relinquish in that 3-run win over the Nighthawks. 2-1 from Fletcher. Breaking ball missed low to Dunphy, and it's ball 3. Flames used a committee game to get that victory over North Georgia. Mason Bratcher tossed 2 innings of 1-run ball, and then the Flames put 7 guys in the rest of the way as this ball is chopped over the head of Fletcher to second. Nathan Fields on the run, throws on the run. Floyd scoop at first is a good one. Play made One junior helps out another. Nathan fielded it cleanly, but his throw was a little low, and Floyd helped him out with a nice snag for the first out of the inning. Dunphy retired, and now Landon Franklin. And he takes ball one inside. Mentioned the 7 Flames that pitched in last week's North Georgia win. 5 of them tossed a scoreless inning as Fletcher's 1-0 bounces away from Cochran for ball 2. Nobody on base, though, after the ground out to start the frame. Find out today if Lee's approach is similar and how they want to navigate this midweek contest as Fletcher finds the zone with the slider, and he's back into the count at 2-1. Facing Landon Franklin for the second time. 2-1 slider. Franklin thought about it, was able to hold back his swing on the appeal to first. Marcus Wilkie says Franklin held back, and he did. Hitters count for Franklin at 3-1. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, and Fletcher loses him with a fastball outside for ball 4. So after the 4-3 putout to start this inning, Franklin aboard with 1 out after a 5-pitch walk, and now Luke Collier as Fletcher issues his second walk of the day. Collier, the shortstop, will wait on the first pitch as Fletcher picks to first. And the right-hander's first 2 career starts, he had only thrown 7 2/3 innings total and only walked 2 batters. He's walked 2 here in his 3rd career start as he gets a ground ball to third. Gibson waits on the second hop, throws to second for the force. It's in time, but not in time back to first base. It'll be a fielder's choice. Gibson had to wait on that second hop, and that delayed the 5-4-3 potential double play. But they do get the lead runner in Franklin at second base. Well done by the veteran third baseman. Eagles still nearly turned that. Just a little late on a throwback to first. So the fielder's choice puts Collier now aboard with 2 away for Isaiah French. And Fletcher will pick to first base. Collier, the main threat on the bases for this Lee team. They lead the Gulf South in stolen bases at 41, and Collier's 9 lead the way. Fletcher knows that, and he'll pick back to first base again. Nobody's caught Collier stealing this year. Perfect 9 for 9. He gets a fair lead at first base as Fletcher comes set. Long pause, and now he picks to first. More of a real throw that time to try to pick off the speedy shortstop. Two outs here in the third. Scoreless third as they pitch out. Cochran will throw down to second. His throw is high. It pulls Nathan up off the second base bag, but he gets the tag back down in time. Carson-Newman pitched out. Cochran's throw a little high, but Nathan shows his athleticism to get the tag back down on Collier at second, and the inning is over. Elite athleticism from Cole Nathan for the final out of inning 3. Carson-Newman's defense continues to make plays. We've played 2.5 innings. We're still scoreless here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
To the home half of inning 3, 8-9-1 due up for Carson-Newman against Cody Turner, who has matched what Drew Fletcher's done so far. Fletcher's now up to 3 scoreless innings after his defense helps catch Luke Collier caught stealing to end the third, and now Turner will try to toss another scoreless frame, and he'll face the 8-9-1 hitters for Carson-Newman. Ryan Bolton, the left fielder, will bat first of this inning. Carson Cochran, the catcher, and then Braxton Smith, the 3 scheduled hitters for CN to open up the bottom of the third. First pitch of the frame from Turner is a fastball in the outside corner for called strike 1. This is meeting 32 between these two programs. Lee has won the last 6, but they have been competitive games as Bolton slashes one foul toward the Lee dugout for strike 2. Even though the Flames have won 6 in a row in this series, it has been a pretty neck-and-neck series for how it's been played out. The last 2 meetings here in Jefferson City have had a combined 6 runs. Lee won 2 years ago, March 12th of 2024, 3-1, and then last year on March 11th, defeated the Eagles 2-0. 0-2 pause for Turner. Long pause. Pitch clock down to 4. And now he fires at 3, and it's a breaking ball low to Bolton, who thought about it, held back his swing, though, for ball 1. Carson-Newman's last victory against the Flames, March 15th of 2022. They defeated Lee in Cleveland 12-7. As Bolton grounds one softly, fouled down the line at third to stay alive at 1-2. Carson-Newman's last victory here at home against Lee is February 19th, 2021, a 12-6 win over the Flames. That day, all-time, the Eagles 8-9. When playing host to the Lee Flames. Another 1-2 set for Turner. The lefty fires a fastball outside at 90 miles per hour again. He misses, and Bolton works the count to 2-2. Bolton, a .333 hitter, has a couple of games this year. He's come off the bench and produced a pinch hit base hit, has 5 total hits this year. He stands back in, and a 2-2 from Turner is floated out toward right field. Charging in is Valdez, and he has a good read on it, and he'll make the catch, sprinting in toward the gap for out number 1. Turner, since that ground ball double play now, has retired 4 in a row. If he kept the double play, it's 5 in a row. And now he'll face the 9-hitter Cochran with 1 away. First one to Carson-Newman's catcher is outside on a fastball for ball 1. Cochran had a good midweek performance exactly 1 week ago. Produced his first 2 runs batted in of the year in that road victory at Alabama Huntsville. Turner's 1-0 fastballs outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Here in the bottom of inning number 3, Carson-Newman and Lee scoreless in this midweek matchup. First of 2 meetings between these 2 sides this year as Turner misses again outside, and it's 3-0. Turner has just 4 walks on the year, and one of those in this game. Looks like they get back into the count against Cochran, who's probably taking all the way, and the 3-0 fastball is right down the middle. Cochran takes it for strike 1. Three balls and a strike. Hitters count for Carson-Newman's catcher with 1 away in the third. Turner's 3-1 fastball's high and away for ball 4. So the Eagles have a one-out runner, and Cochran up at first base now. And that'll bring Braxton Smith in the top of the order back to the plate. Similar start to how the first inning was. Colton Evans drew a 6-pitch walk with one out. Then Floyd singled, but then that double play ball ended that first inning threat. As they picked to first base, Cochran back safely on a quick snap throw by Turner. Wasn't even on the mound. And tossed it over, tried to get Cochran there at first base, who now gets his lead. Relatively short lead for Carson-Newman's catcher as Turner comes home with a fastball outside for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes as Turner's missed on 5 of his last 6 offerings. That's why Cochran's at first base. He's behind on Smith at 1-0. Smith shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike. This is Cody Turner's longest outing of the year. Pitched those 2 scoreless innings in a start against Lincoln Memorial on February 3rd. 1-1, breaking ball into the turf. Smith stays away, and Cochran sees French keep it in front and will stay at first base. Lefty pauses for a 2-1. Short lead for Cochran as Smith lines one foul. It'll slice out of play for strike 2. Hit well by Smith, but out of play for strike 2. Turner, the lefty from Palmdale, California, in his first season with the Flames. Two-way player. Something you don't see all too often. Catawba, for the last several years, and Cole Hales had a two-way player. He was one of the best in the South Atlantic Conference. Lee has one here in Turner, who hits above 250 and can pitch as well. 2-2 to Smith. Ground ball to short. Flip to second, and Franklin for one. Back to first, and in time. Smith is ruled out at first. A high throw, but Youngblood tall enough to handle it. And it's the second time the Flames defense has turned 2 to end a frame. We've played a third of this midweek game between Carson-Newman and Lee, and we're still scoreless here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Three scoreless innings for Drew Fletcher, and now he gives the ball to Alec Wilson, a freshman right-hander from Baxter, Tennessee. Will take the ball from Drew Fletcher after his 3 scoreless, and that is something that Wilson's been known to do so far in his freshman season. He's pitched 9 2/3 of scoreless baseball, including 3 1/3 against number 6 Lenore Ryan this past weekend. 3 1/3, 3 hits, a run, no earned, 2 walks, and a career-high 3 strikeouts. This will be the right-hander's 4th career appearance, all out of the bullpen. And somebody that Carson-Newman can turn to and get length from as well. He's tossed 2 1/3 at least in his first 3 career appearances. He will face the heart of Lee's batting order, 3, 4, and 5. Isaiah French, Cody Turner, and J.J. Williams for the Flames here in inning number 4. Righty-righty matchup to begin the 4th as the reliever Wilson sets. And his first pitch out of the bullpen is a breaking ball at 74 miles per hour for strike 1 to Isaiah French. Wilson, one of a handful of freshmen that Jason White and company have turned to this year and have made their collegiate debuts. Wilson's hat falls as he drops in a breaking ball for strike 2, and he's ahead 0-2 on one of Lee's top hitters and one of the best in the Gulf South, and Isaiah French, a .432 hitter. Leads the team in runs scored, or runs batted in, and it's time for the team lead with 4 home runs. He's behind 0-2 as Wilson pitches another breaking ball, and this ball is grounded through the left side for a base hit. Wilson's breaking ball dropped in at 69 miles per hour, but French was able to wait on it and ground it through the left side for a base hit. Leadoff single for the Flames. Second hit of the day for Lee as well. And now the lefty pitcher Turner bats with French at first. Flames have had a runner now in every inning. Not been able to score yet, though, against Carson-Newman's pitching. As Wilson sets, and the first pitch is grounded sharply to second. Nathan turns to throw to second for one. Back to first. Double play. Carson-Newman's defense turns another double play. It's top 3 in the sack and double plays turned this year, and they go 4-6-3 to clear the bases here in the 4th. Both teams have done an excellent job defensively to aid their starting and now relief pitchers. As Carson-Newman turns its first double play of the day, and now J.J. Williams with 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch breaking ball into the turf, blocked by Cochran for ball 1. It's been in all facets defensively as well for the Eagles so far. Soto Diaz has an outfield assist with the put out at third to get the second out of that first inning and what could have been a first and third one-out situation for the Flames. Carson Cochran gunned down Luke Collier to end the third, caught him stealing with 2 outs in the frame. And now a double play from the Eagles defense to help keep things scoreless here in the top of the 4th as Wilson misses on his 1-0 and now is back in the zone on a 2-0 fastball for a strike. To move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike on Williams, who popped up against Fletcher in inning 2. Freshman right-hander sets and pitches a breaking ball outside to Williams. Now it's 3-1. Wilson's 3-1. Williams grounds it sharply foul on Wilson's 82-mile-per-hour fastball, and the count moves to 3-2. So Wilson's thrown 5 pitches in this at-bat after throwing just 4 total to French and Turner, the first 2 hitters of this inning. Payoff from Wilson. Breaking ball hit off of the end of Williams' bat, just barely nicked it foul to stay alive at 3-2. Wilson looks in for the sign from his catcher, Carson Cochran. Pitch clock down to 7 as Wilson sets. And he pitches a breaking ball, low and outside. Good eye from Williams. As Wilson just narrowly missed the zone, and now he'll give Kaysen Youngblood, Lee's first baseman, a chance with 2 away. Third walk by Carson-Newman pitching here today. What this staff has been able to do so far has been impressive against a Lee offense that has had a lot of success to start the year. They reach base more than 40% of the time as Wilson's breaking ball to Youngblood misses low for a ball. They score more than 8 runs per game and are coming off a weekend series in which they scored double-digit runs in all 3 wins against the Chargers. As this ball gets away from Carson Cochran. It was a breaking ball, or rather a fastball, for ball 2. That will allow Williams to get into scoring position. Back-to-back misses here from Wilson to fall behind 2-0 on Youngblood, with now Williams at second base. Fastball in the corner is a strike to Youngblood. Wilson trying to pitch a scoreless fourth. His first inning out of the bullpen after 3 scoreless innings from Drew Fletcher to get things starting. 2-1 on the way. Breaking ball hit out toward left field. Back goes Ryan Bolton. He'll look up, and this ball is well over the left field wall, and it's gone for a home run. 2-run, 2-out home run for Carson Youngblood, and Lee strikes first here in the fourth. A 2-run shot makes it 2-0. Wilson left a breaking ball over the heart of the zone, and those are the first 2 earned runs that the freshman's allowed this year. Youngblood blasts it out of the yard for his 5th home run of the year, team leading. Ryan Bolton, Carson-Newman's left fielder, gave it a glance at first and then realized that thing was never coming back. And now Wilson tries to reset against Ryan Valdez. And the first pitch is hit off the end of his bat toward Wilson, who moves to his left, flips to first, and the inning's over. Flames get some 2-out offense, though, after a 2-out walk. Carson Youngblood goes yard, and the Flames lead 2-0 after 3.5 innings here in Jefferson City on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
The Flames also going to the bullpen here in the home half of inning number 4. Coates Massey is a redshirt junior right-handed pitcher, and he will pitch for the Flames here in the 4th inning. The 6'2 right-hander has 3 appearances this year, 2 total innings pitched, with an ERA at 4.50, does have 3 walks and no strikeouts. He did not record an out in appearance against Delta State in which he walked 2 batters, but pitched an inning last week against North Georgia. Now gets another midweek opportunity and will face 2, 3, and 4 of Carson-Newman's batting order here in inning number 4. Good work as well from the starter, Cody Turner. His line ends at 3 innings pitched in which he allows just 1 hit, no runs. He walked 2 and struck out 3 Eagles in 49 total pitches, 26 strikes. So now he gives the ball to the righty, Massey, in a 2-0 game here on the Eagles Sports Network. A Carson Youngblood 2-run, 2-out home run in the 4th. The difference right now in this midweek game as Colton Evans gets ready to step in for Carson-Newman's offense, who has 1 hit. The best threat the Eagles have posed through the first 3 innings came in that opening inning. They got first and second, 1 out, but then a double play ended the frame as Evans takes an inside fastball at 88 from Massey for a strike. Floyd and Soto Diaz will follow in Carson-Newman's batting order and face the righty Massey for the first time, who offers an 0-1 to Evans, hits it right back up the middle for a base hit. Good rip by Evans on the 90-mile-per-hour heater. He drives it right back up the middle for a leadoff single. First time Carson-Newman's had the leadoff guy on base today, and it's Colton Evans who has been on base both times now. Couple of bounces through the turf infield here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, and now Logan Floyd to bat for Carson-Newman. This is an Eagles offense. We've talked about how these last 2 games have been low scoring. In this series with Lee, Carson-Newman, counting today, has only scored 1 run in its last 33 innings played against the Flames. Righty Massey comes set. Fair lead for Evans at first, and he'll get picked at, and the throw gets away from Youngblood, but Trey Miller, Carson-Newman's first base coach, just tells Evans to stay put as he had to dive back to first base. The Eagles have been shut out in their last 2 losses to the Flames, both last year. Lost 10-0 and 2-0. Scored just 1 run in a March 12th, 2024 meeting as Floyd takes a breaking ball low for ball 1. The Eagles scored 4 times in a February 20th, 2024 meeting, but then were held scoreless for the final 5 innings of that game. And then over the last 3 games, which have consisted of nearly 20-plus innings, as Floyd drives one to left field. Back goes Dunphy, and this ball hits up against the wall. Evans rounding second. He's headed for third. Tom Griffin gives him the stop sign as Floyd pulls up to second base with a double. Another multi-hit day for Logan Floyd, and the Eagles have runners in scoring position with nobody out. Good rip by Floyd on that Massey breaking ball. He drove it over to the head of the left fielder Dunphy, and the Eagles now threatening here in the 4th. Evans goes first to third on that double to left. Had to hold up to see if it was going to be caught. And now Bradley Soto Diaz for Carson-Newman. First pitch breaking ball runs high and inside for ball 1. Hitting with runners in scoring position was a struggle for Carson-Newman on Saturday in its doubleheader loss to LR. Eagles went 3 for 28 for the day. And the 2 losses, 8-4 and 6-4 to the Bears that day as Soto Diaz sees a breaking ball drop in for a strike. Carson-Newman's right fielder stands back in, and the 1-1 from Massey is into the turf for ball 2. The Eagles for the year are hitting just .253 as a team. Just to compare that to previous years, that would be the lowest mark in 15 seasons. Carson-Newman's never hit below .270 with runners in scoring position as Soto Diaz hits one sharply foul up the line at first. Carson-Newman's hit above .270 with runners in scoring position each of the last 15 years. They hit below .250 in 2011 with runners in scoring position. That's just how low that number is right now. Eagles hoping that average can tick up here with Soto Diaz batting. He is the Eagle with the most hits with runners in scoring position this year. The 2-2 on the way, and it's low in the turf for ball 3. 3-2 the count on Soto Diaz. He's a .450 hitter with guys in scoring position. Will he get a good 3-2 pitch from Massey? All right, he sets and pitches. A breaking ball driven to left over top of the third baseman Sanders down the left field line. This will plate 2 runs. Dunphy has trouble with it in the corner, but Soto Diaz, regardless, pulls up at second base with a 2-run double, and the Eagles level the score here in the 4th. Good piece of hitting by Soto Diaz, and he drives in, runs 13 and 14 of his Eagles career. Took a funky hop for a diving Sanders at third. It would have probably plated a run regardless. Evans was taking off on that ground ball. But it gets by Sanders at third, and that allows Floyd to come around and score as well. 3 consecutive hits for the Eagles to start the 4th against Coates Massey. And now Lee's head coach Mark Brew is out of the first base dugout, or rather, and they'll talk things over. Two-two game on Soto Diaz's double down the left field line. The Eagles have gone single, double here in this 4th inning to quickly level the score. The Eagles were not seeing the ball well off the lefty Cody Turner, and they've seen it well against Coates Massey here in the 4th. Now Cole Nathan will try to keep this line going here and give the Eagles their first lead of the day. He'll bat with Soto Diaz at second base. Carson-Newman's outfielder now has his 6th double of the year and extends his hitting streak to 12 straight games with that base knock. They'll pick to second base, and Soto Diaz has gotten a rundown. The flip to second, Franklin. They did apply the tag. Soto Diaz can't get around it, and that'll clear things at the bases. Try to get a big jump off second base, and Massey was ready for it, and the infield communicated that to him. He stepped off, and they go 4-5 in the rundown to tag out Soto Diaz for the first out of the inning. Now the base is clear as Nathan waits on the first pitch from Massey, and it's a fastball for a strike. Base is clear for Nathan, who bats against Massey for the first time. Struck out to start inning 2 against the lefty Turner as Massey bounces in a breaking ball for a ball. So now Carson-Newman has 2 runs here in the 4th inning after entering this inning with 1 run against the Flames over the last 30 innings played. 1-1 to Nathan. Fastball knee high, strike 2. The Eagles' second baseman steps back in as Massey comes set and pitches a breaking ball. Nathan floats into right center field for a base hit. It peeks into the gap for a base hit. Carson-Newman's 4th hit of the inning. With Soto Diaz caught stealing, he probably would have scored on that. He's not out there now. That was the first out of the inning, and Nathan drops in a base hit for his first of the day. And now Aiden Gibson bats with Nathan at first base, and time is called, and this is going to be the end of the day for Coates Massey. He faces 4 batters and allows 4 base hits in the 14 pitches he threw. Only out recorded was a caught stealing on the 1-4-5 play to get Soto Diaz caught in that rundown. Flames going to the pen. 3rd pitcher of the day for Lee is entering the game, and we'll tell you who it is when we come back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
The Flames turn to Tyler Pickens with a runner at first and 1 out in the home half of the 4th. Carson-Newman's leveled the score with a 2-run 4th inning so far. On 1 base hit, it was Bradley Soto Diaz's 2-run double earlier this inning to help the Eagles tie the Flames. That was all against Coates Massey, and he will be relieved of his pitching duties for Tyler Pickens, who has a 3.6 ERA this season. The 6'5 right-handed pitcher is a junior from Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and Oak Ridge High School. He takes the ball from Massey with his 3.6 ERA. 5 innings pitched for Pickens this year. 4 strikeouts to 6 walks this year. Opponents hitting just .222 against the righty. He has made multiple appearances in non-conference games. In fact, 4 of his 5 appearances have been in non-conference games, and he's coming off a couple of scoreless outings. His last 2 times out against North Georgia and Alabama Huntsville. So Pickens against Aiden Gibson here in the 4th. Massey faced 4 batters and gave up 4 hits. Only out of the inning was that caught stealing in the rundown. As Nathan gets a short lead at first. First pitch from Pickens, a high fastball at 87 for ball 1 to Gibson. Gibson struck out in that 2nd inning against the lefty Turner. Now faces the righty Pickens here in the 4th as Carson-Newman tries to gain its first lead of the day. 1-0 pause for Pickens. The right-hander sets, and now he'll pick to first base. Keep an eye on Nathan. One-0 pause, and Gibson puts one in a drive to right. Valdez is sprinting back, getting near the warning track. He'll track it down and make the catch over the shoulder and send Nathan back to first base. 2 away on the flyout by Gibson is the second out of the fourth. And now the Eagles will send their shortstop, John O'Pierce, to the plate with 2 away. Well, probably the most frustrating part of this inning has just been that Nathan's base hit would have scored Soto Diaz. Had he not been caught stealing, as Nathan picked at first base, he's back safely on a head-first dive into the first base bag. Eagles have 4 of their 5 hits in this inning. Only got 1 hit in 3 innings against Cody Turner. And 4 against Massey in this inning as Pierce watches a breaking ball from Pickens drop in at 71 miles per hour for a called strike 1. Pierce grounded out to end the second frame. He's the 7th hitter in Carson-Newman's lineup. Ryan Bolton on deck and Carson Cochran 8 and 9. Hoping to get a chance here in the 4th. 0-1 from Pickens. Breaking ball drops below the strike zone. And it's 1-1. Pierce steps out, gets the sign from head coach Tom Griffin, now stands back in as Pickens sets at 7 on the pitch clock. Still set, and now with 2, will pick to first base, and Nathan's back safely. Pickens using that pitch clock to his advantage there. It's a Carson-Newman team that has stole 23 bases entering the day, top 3 in the sack. You've got Nathan there right now with 2 outs, the 1-1 home. And Pierce is late on a fastball at 88 from Pickens for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes in a 2-2 game here on the Eagles Sports Network. All 4 runs scored are in this 4th inning. Carson-Newman's matched Lee's 2-run top half of the 4th with 2 here in the bottom half. 1-2 pitch is fouled back by Pierce. Both teams' 2 runs have been scored on 1 swing as well. Soto Diaz's 2-run double and Kaysen Youngblood's 2-run, 2-out home run in the top half of this 4th inning. Righty Pickens sets for another 1-2 to Pierce. Breaking ball into the turf, blocked by French. Keep Nathan at first base as Pierce lays off the waste pitch into the turf, and the count evens. Deuces all over the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in a 2-2 game. High fastball moves the count to 3-2. Good at bat here from Pierce. Fell behind 1-2. After a couple of foul balls, has seen a couple miss the zone to work it full. And Nathan will be on the move when Pickens makes his move toward the plate. Three-two to Pierce. Swinging a foul ball off to the right and out of play. Pierce stands back in. Pickens needed just 2 pitches to retire Gibson. And now he's back on the mound and waiting for Isaiah French to give him a sign before his 8th pitch of this at-bat against Pierce. Nathan takes off, and the pitch is a high and inside fastball for ball 4. Well-earned walk by John O'Pierce. He's on base for the first time today, and the Eagles have 2 on and 2 out for Ryan Bolton. See if the Eagles can muster up some 2-out offense here. And Ryan Bolton will be the hitter for the Eagles. Bolton has just a couple of at-bats this year with 2 outs. He is 0 for 2 in those situations. First pitch he sees from Pickens is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Well, what's at stake today? 2 teams undefeated in non-conference games. That's what's on the line. Both teams trying to stay perfect in out-of-league games. And for the Eagles, they're trying to snap a 6-game skid against the Flames, while the Flames are trying to stay red hot against the Eagles and win a 7th straight. 1-0 to Bolton. Good fastball at 88 for a strike. Keeps things at 1-1. The Eagles are off to a 7-0 start in non-conference games for the 2nd straight year. And Lee was the team last year that ended Carson-Newman's perfect start to non-conference games. Eagles hoping that's not the same as this year. 1-1 fastball, another good one from Pickens. Knee high to Bolton for strike 2. 2 on and 2 out. 2 strikes on Ryan Bolton here in the 4th. Eagles have the go-ahead run in scoring position in this 4th inning. They've already put 2 on the board in this frame. Pickens is 1-2, a breaking ball that Bolton just barely taps foul toward Carson Cochran, who's on deck. Even though things didn't go well for Carson-Newman when it was batting with runners in scoring position over the weekend, especially in Saturday's doubleheader against the Bears, the Eagles put together some really good at-bats in those situations, just did not get that timely hit. 1-2 breaking ball, hit sharply to second. Fielded cleanly by Franklin. He goes to second for the flip and the force play. Collier covers, and the inning's over. Carson-Newman, though, a productive inning. They get 2 runs on 4 hits, and they strand 2 on base in the 4th. Both teams scored twice in the 4th, and we're tied at 2 as we head to the 5th on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopcneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopcneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopCneagles.com.
Back in Mossy Creek, where Carson-Newman and Lee are tied at 2 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Both teams scored twice in inning 4 on 1 swing. Soto Diaz's 2-run double helped level things after Kaysen Youngblood's 2-run, 2-out home run in the top of the 4th. Now Alec Wilson goes back to the mound for Carson-Newman. Threw 16 pitches in that 4th inning, and just that 1 swing of Youngblood is why he has allowed the first 2 earned runs of his career. He'll face 8, 9, and 1 of Lee's batting order in the 5th. First pitch of the inning is a half-hearted swing by Sanders that he fouls back for strike 1. 0-1 on Lee's third baseman, who hit into a fielder's choice in the 2nd. Now gets his first opportunity against the righty Wilson here in the 5th. High fastball hits him on the noggin, right off the helmet of Sanders, and he will sprint up to first base on the 2nd hit by pitch today by Carson-Newman's pitching staff. Hit on the top half of the helmet there. Just kind of skidded across it as it went up against the screen after hitting Sanders' helmet. So he's at first base, and that's the 2nd time the hit batter has occurred on the leadoff batter for the Flames. Happened to Landon Franklin to start the day, and now it happens to Keelan Sanders and puts him on first base with nobody out here in the 5th. Wilson will step off and pick to first. No tag by Floyd as they try to keep an eye on Sanders. He is 4 of 4 in stolen bases this year. Carson-Newman's held Lee's running game in check so far, though. Righty Wilson sets, and he'll go back to first. The Flames today have attempted to steal 2 bases, and they are 1 for 2. Isaiah French has the lone stolen base. Luke Collier was caught stealing for the first time this year. And the third, as Dunphy showed bunt, didn't show it as the pitch came by, and it was ball 1 outside. Carson-Newman's defense was preparing for a bunt. .1-0 set for the freshman Wilson. Now he pitches, and Dunphy takes high for ball 2. It's Carson-Newman pitching staff that's been somewhat plagued by injuries. A couple of guys in the bullpen that were expected to have some bulk inning work opportunities this year as Dunphy fouls one off on a chopper down the right field line, foul. Branson Angel, Jackson Underwood, 2 guys that entered the year with 50-plus innings to their ledger, have both been plagued by injuries here in 2026. It's given opportunities to guys like Alec Wilson to step up and eat up some of those innings pitched as Dunphy gets a line drive here into center field. It drops in front of Braxton Smith for a base hit. And the Flames have their first 2 batters aboard here in the inning against Wilson. A hit by pitch, and now a Nate Dunphy single to center puts runners on first and second for Landon Franklin. Franklin has reached both times he's come to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch and he's been walked so far as Wilson looks to get out of this 5th inning jam. Carson-Newman's corners playing even at the bag as Franklin bunts it and goes off of him foul. Was he still in the batter's box? He was not. It's be a foul ball as Franklin bunted it and it hit him on his way out of the box. That right foot was still inside the batter's box as Franklin had bunted the ball. Strike 1. Floyd is inside the first base bag. Gibson even as the Eagles potentially prepare to defend a sacrifice bunt opportunity. Wilson will step off and lob a ball to Pierce, who covers at second. It's a Flames team this year that has only statistically been recorded for having 2 sacrifice bunts this year. See if Franklin does it again. He will show bunt. He bunts it up into the air. Cochran loses the mass. He's after it, and it hits the netting. 2 strikes now on Franklin as he's failed to get his bunt attempt down in 2 tries against Wilson. Nothing in 2 count now on Franklin. Sanders at second and Dunphy at first, with nobody out in a 2-2 game here in the 5th. Long look in for Wilson. He comes set with 8 on the pitch clock. A look at second base twice, and now he fires a breaking ball that's hit out toward left center field. Ryan Bolton is charging into the gap. He is after it. He makes the catch. Tagging from second is Sanders. The throw is not cut off, and it is not in time at third. Just a hair late as Sanders tags up and goes second to third on the fly ball out. And now the corners are occupied with 1 away here in inning 5. Productive out for Franklin. He does get one of the runners over. Bolton's throw was a solid one, just a hair late on the speedy Sanders. And now Luke Collier, who is 0 for 2, faces Wilson for the first time. This is Wilson's 9th batter. Runner takes off for second. Cochran's throw down is not in time. Nathan couldn't scoop it out of the turf. Pierce backs him up, and the runners will now be in scoring position as Collier swipes his 10th bag of the year. Sanders stays put. Or check that. Dunphy swipes the bag with Collier batting. Dunphy's 5th stolen base of the year. Now the 1-0 to Collier. Breaking ball knee high for a strike. So Dunphy at second. Sanders at third with 1 away in this 5th inning. Carson-Newman's infield plays in. Trying to keep this game tied and maybe get a ground ball. To the shortstop, Collier waits on a 1-1. Breaking ball, foul back into the screen, and it's 1-2. Lee's shortstop today has popped out, and he's hit into a fielder's choice as well, as Jason White is coming out of Carson-Newman's third base dugout. And he will at least talk things over with his freshman right-hander. And a 2-2 game here in the 5th inning. Usually when Coach White goes out there, it means a pitching change, but it doesn't always mean it's a pitching change. He's made a couple of visits this year that have been to talk over strategy, but this one will be to take the ball from Wilson. Carson-Newman's pitching coach, Jason White, asking for a right-hander from Carson-Newman's bullpen. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is for the Eagles in a 2-2 game here in the 5th after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Eli Norris takes the ball from Alec Wilson in a pressure situation here in the 5th. 2 in scoring position, 1 out, and a tie game. Norris will make his 6th appearance of the year, 4 2/3 innings for the right-handed senior from Ringgold, Georgia. So he gets the ball in a 1-2 count with 1 away on Collier. Norris sets and pitches a fastball that's popped up right side. Soto Diaz is sprinting into foul ground up the hill. Will not make the catch, but it's probably beneficial in a way because if he makes the catch, Sanders tags from third and scores. So even though he does not make the catch and Soto Diaz in right, with him running up the hill, I don't think he would have been able to throw out Sanders as well. So hindsight for now, it may be a productive thing that he didn't catch it. We'll see, though. Norris will pause for another 1-2 as he faces Collier with 2 on and 1 out. The 1-2 again. Breaking ball on the turf. Good block by Cochran to keep it in front. And now the count evens. Well, a change of speeds here. So Alec Wilson and his fastball get up to about 82, 83. Now the Eagles turn to Eli Norris, who can get his fastball into the low 90s. See if the Lee hitters, especially Collier here, can adjust. As Norris sets in the 2-2 home. A fastball gets away to the side of Cochran. A run will score. It's 3-2. Sanders sprints home with a wild pitch from Norris, and the Flames regain the lead here in the 5th. Dunphy moves up to third as well. And now a payoff set for Norris in the pitch to Collier. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball from the righty. He responds after the wild pitch and gets Collier swinging for strike 3. And now with 2 away, it's Isaiah French. It's a big second out. And can Norris limit the damage here? And get French retired. He is 2 for 2 today. Lee's best hitter has 2 singles and 2 at-bats. First pitch, breaking ball into the turf. 4-1. Three-two game here in the fifth. French trying to extend it for the Flames. Dunphy is at third base. Carson-Newman's defense plays two-out depth as French swings and fouls one back. Eagles are playing in prior to that wild pitch and backed up with the runners advancing there. French batting for the Flames here with two outs and Dunphy at third in a 3-2 game. The righty sets a look at third base and now a 1-1 offering. Trying to drop in a breaking ball. It stayed high for ball two. French, the son of Carson-Newman Hall of Famer Libby Conley, former two-time SAC Player of the Year. Second straight season that French has played here in Jefferson City. 2-1, swinging a foul ball back to even the count at 2-2. Libby Conley in her time in Jefferson City to earn Hall of Fame honors. Ranks all top five in program history. Runs scored, hits, stolen bases. And was an all-league player in all four of her years. Her son Isaiah steps back in, and the 2-2 from Norris. A fastball rolled over foul. Count stays at 2-2. Run charged to Alec Wilson, his third earned run allowed this year. All three in the game have been charged to him. And should Dunphy at third base score in this frame, they would also be charged to him as well. Both runners reached while Wilson was pitching. Norris sets for a 2-2. And the pitch to French. Just missed outside on a breaking ball. A couple of balls out. And the count moves to 3-2. The senior righty Norris sets in the payoff. Did French go around? The appeal? Nope. The home plate umpire rules out French. No appeal needed. And it's strike three swinging to get Norris and the Eagles out of the fifth. Eli Norris bears down, gets back-to-back strikeouts to limit the Flames' damage in the fifth. But Lee's got the lead back. 3-2 after 4.5 innings here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Tyler Pickens back to work for Lee in a 3-2 game here on the Eagles Sports Network. Pickens helped get the Flames out of inning 4 to keep this a one-run game, and now he'll go back out trying to pitch a full inning of work here and keep the Flames in front by a run. He took the place of Coates Massey, whose line is complete. He got an out in that 4th inning, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. They were both earned. No walks, no strikeouts in Massey's 14 pitches. As Carson Cochran stands in for Carson-Newman to begin the 5th. 9-1-2 for the Eagles against Pickens, who fires in a fastball at 87 for called strike 1. Cochran reached by a walk in inning 3, but a double play ball ended that 3rd inning threat when Cochran was aboard. Righty Pickens gets into his windup, and a breaking ball hit right back to him. He'll snare it off the infield turf and run it over to first. A flip to Youngblood. Retires Cochran on 2 pitches for the opening out of the 5th. Now Braxton Smith for Carson-Newman back to the top of the Eagles order as they try to find some offensive life. Got some there. Hitters 2 through 5 had 4 consecutive hits in that 4th inning, and they scored twice off it. First pitch breaking ball to Smith, misses well outside for ball 1. Flames were picked 5th in the Gulf South Conference. And they're off to a red-hot start this year, and especially in non-conference play, as we've documented, as Smith flies one foul out of play. 2 of their 3 losses we talked about have been by a run to Delta State. They got swept by Delta State in that weekend series at home, but a quality Gulf South Conference club. Got back in the win column, though, against North Georgia. And then swept Alabama Huntsville this past weekend as Smith sees a strike and the count is 1-2. The Flames enter today winners of 4 in a row thanks to that sweep of the Chargers, while Carson-Newman was swept here at home by LR, ending the longest active home winning streak in the SAC as Smith hits one off the end of his bat toward the right side. Pickens off the mound, fumbles the ball, recovers and flips to first, and Youngblood makes the catch to retire Smith, who is now 0 for 3. And with 2 outs, in steps Colton Evans. 2 away for Evans, who's having a nice afternoon. And Evans is 1 for 1. He's been walked, and he has singled. And his 2 plate appearances had a multi-hit performance on Saturday in the series finale. He's carried that momentum into today's midweek game, as he sees a high fastball go over top his head for ball 1. Didn't really have to get out of the way of it, did Evans? It was well over his head. As Pickens gets into his windup, and the 1-0 home is a foul ball. Crushed foul off to the right side by Evans. Pickens has faced 5 batters. He's retired 4 of them. The only batter to reach was Jono Pierce in that 4th inning by walk, as Evans takes a breaking ball that bounces in for ball 2. Evans hitting .333 for the year. Trying to give the Eagles some 2-out offense in this midweek game, and a matchup of undefeated teams in non-conference play. 2-1 from the righty Pickens. Breaking ball drops in there at 73 for a called strike. And the count evens at 2-2. Pickens, the 3rd lead pitcher of the day. Looking to send Carson-Newman down in order for the 2nd time this game as Evans fouls it back. Turner sent down the Eagles in inning 2, couple of strikeouts and a ground out that inning. First 2 outs of this inning have been ground outs. As the righty Evans stands back in, another 2-2 from Pickens is golfed foul. Colton Evans continues to give Carson-Newman some good at-bats here, hoping to maybe give Logan Floyd an opportunity. These 2 through 5 hitters, Evans the 2-hitter, have come up with all 4 of Carson-Newman's hits, and they were all consecutive hits. Or have come up, with 4 of the team's 5 hits. As Evans does a breaking ball on the turf to move the count full at 3-2. After just 4 pitches to retire, or rather 5 pitches to retire the first 2 batters of the inning, Evans has produced an extended at-bat here with 2 outs in the 5th. The 3-2 is a high fastball for ball 4. An excellent at-bat from Colton Evans. And he draws his 2nd walk of the day. He's reached all 3 times, and now Logan Floyd. Great at-bat by Evans. An 8-pitch walk gives the Eagles some 2-out life with Floyd to bat. Floyd, like Evans, has reached in both of his opportunities at the plate, a first inning single and a fourth inning double. And he later scored on Soto Diaz's 2-run double. Pickens sets, and the first pitch is a breaking ball high for ball one. Up to 30 pitches now is Tyler Pickens. 18 of them have found the zone. Trying to blank the Eagles here in the fifth and keep Lee in front by a run. The righty sets. And the pitch to Floyd. Fastball by him at 88. Floyd has extended his on-base streak to 48 straight games by producing a 2-hit day so far. And now a 1-1 on the way. High fastball inside as well. 2-1. Pickens having to do extra time here in the fifth. Got 2 quick outs. Looked like it was going to be a breeze of a fifth. Evans' long at bat has prolonged this inning, and now Floyd's ahead 2-1. The pitch home is a fastball on the corner for strike 2. Tom Griffin gives fresh signs to his hitter Floyd and his runner Evans, and now Evans gets his lead, and now Floyd stands back in. Pickens sets. Long pause. Pitch clock down to 2, and the 2-2 breaking ball stays high and inside. 3-2. Back-to-back fantastic at-bats. Evans will be on the move when Pickens makes his move home. They will hold him on. Youngblood is holding him on at first. The righty Pickens pauses. And the 6th pitch to Floyd is a fastball popped up high in the air in foul ground. French loses the mask, and somebody called him off because nobody went after it. And it falls in, and Floyd will get second life. French was lining it up the whole time, and then at the last second pulled away from the ball. You had the pitcher in Pickens there, and then you had the first baseman Youngblood there as well, and none of them decided to do anything with it. They pick at Evans at first base. So extra life for Floyd. We'll see if he takes advantage of it as he stands back in and waits on a 7th offering from Tyler Pickens here in the 5th. Evans moves, and Floyd fouls it back. That fastball was toward the outer edge of the plate, and Floyd was protective to stay alive. And Floyd will wait on an 8th one. Back-to-back 8-pitch at-bats here from Evans, and now Floyd here in the 5th with 2 outs. The righty Pickens sets. And a 3rd payoff. Fastball lifted foul again. Good duel here between the hitter Floyd and the pitcher Pickens here in the 5th. Evans will be on the move again. And a 9th pitch from Pickens is fouled back again. It'll be a 10-pitch at bat. Pickens needed just 5 pitches to get the first 2 outs. He got Cochran and Smith to ground out, right back to him. And now he's needed 17 pitches to face Evans and now Floyd. This will be the 10th one Floyd sees. 3-2 pause for Pickens. A 4th payoff is popped foul again. We saw this several times against Lenore Ryan. LR hitters put tons of pressure on Carson-Newman in 3-2 counts, several foul balls, and eventually the hitter won for the Bears and either got a ball 4 or got a base hit. Can Floyd do that here in the 5th? Pitch 11 from Pickens is a fastball hit high in the air out toward right field. Valdez is moving back. He is under it, and he makes the catch, inning over. Tyler Pickens had to do extra time there. He threw 20 extra pitches after long at-bats from Evans and Floyd, but the Eagles come up empty in the 5th. 3-2 game. Flames by a run after 5 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Eli Norris back to work for Carson-Newman in a one-run game. He got the final 2 outs of inning 6 by striking out Lee's top 2 hitters, Luke Collier and Isaiah French. And now he'll face 4, 5, and 6. Cody Turner, J.J. Williams, and Kaysen Youngblood are Lee's 3 scheduled hitters here in inning number 6 on the Eagles Sports Network. It is Turner, the DH now, after starting the day as the pitcher. Will bat for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs, one of which resulted in a double play, as the first pitch of the inning from Eli Norris is a strike. Norris up to 15 pitches now, and he is pitching for the 4th straight game. Norris pitched in every game against LR, or rather, now 5 straight games. He pitched against Huntsville as well. 0-1 breaking ball into the turf for a ball. But he's only recorded 4 outs. That's the most, or his most outs recorded in those 4 appearances was 4 against LR in the opener of that series. 1-1 pitch on the way from Norris. Breaking ball away, 2-1. So he'll pitch for the 5th straight game and for the 6th time this year. We'll see how long he goes in this frame. He's got a sub-2 ERA for the year and has now 54 career strikeouts. The righty pauses at the belt, and the 2-1 breaking ball stays high for ball 3. He's fallen behind on Turner after a first pitch strike, and it's now 3-1. Carson-Newman's pitching staff today has issued 3 walks as Turner lines one sharply to right. Soto Diaz leaps up and he'll make the catch. He was positioned well, and Soto Diaz snares an 112-mile-per-hour line drive off the bat of Cody Turner out of the air for the first out of the inning. Ball was crushed, but Soto Diaz was positioned well. And now J.J. Williams. Williams, a .224 hitter, looking for his first base hit of the day. He's 0 for 1. Did draw a 4th inning walk to reach base once so far, and he takes first pitch breaking ball from Norris for a strike. 3-2 game. Lee scored twice on a 2-run, 2-out home run from Kaysen Youngblood in the 4th. That gave the Flames the lead. Carson-Newman responded with a 2-run bottom half of the 4th as Williams checks his swing on a breaking ball and held back for ball 1. Eagles tied it there in the 4th on Soto Diaz's 2-run double, but the Flames got a run back in the 5th on a wild pitch to make it 3-2, and that's where we stand here with 1 out in the 6th. 1-1 pause, and Norris pitches a fastball away, ball 2. Today's matchup features 2 of the premier head coaches in Division II baseball as well. Carson-Newman led by head coach Tom Griffin. This is year 21 for the skipper. He has 754 career wins. As Norris is 2-1, is hit sharply through the left side. That'll be a base hit. Lee's 5th hit is J.J. Williams' first. And the Flames have a one-out runner in Williams after his one-out single. Mark Brew is Lee's head coach, and he has racked up 732 career victories, all with the Flames. And Coach Brew and Coach Griffin, two of just 23 active head coaches in Division II baseball with 700 career wins or more. First one to Youngblood, a high fastball for ball one. Griffin and Brew are right next to each other as well in active career wins. Tom Griffin's 17th in Division II, while Mark Brew is 18th. They're separated by 22 wins. 1-0 pause. Williams takes off, pitches a ball, throw down to second base. A good one from Cochran. The tag from Nathan's applied, and there's two away. Second time Carson Cochran has caught a Lee base runner stealing. This time he gets Williams. It's a 2-4 putout for the second out of the inning. Well done there. And now it's a 2-0 count. The 1-0 was a ball, and now Norris fires in a breaking ball for a strike. Carson Cochran's defense and the Eagles' defense today has showed out, and they've done some good work against a Lee team that leads the Gulf South in stolen bases. 2-1 pause for Norris. And a swing and a miss by Youngblood for strike two. To wrap up the Nuggets on Coach Griffin and Coach Brew, they are just two of 142 head coaches all-time at the D2 level with at least 700 career wins. As Norris pauses and the 2-2 is tapped foul at the plate. Over the last decade, both skippers have led their teams to 9 winning seasons. They've only had one losing season in the last decade for these two programs. In the ever-changing landscape of college baseball and Division II and just college athletics in general, these have been two of the best. And they're battling and putting their squads up against one another today as Norris, it's strike three called. He goes to the fastball at the bottom part of the zone, and it's an unconventional 1-2-3 frame for Norris and the Eagles. He racks up his third strikeout, and he keeps this a one-run game as we head to the home half of the sixth inning after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Flames go back to the bullpen, and they will bring in Bryce Hawkins. The senior right-handed pitcher will come in to make his sixth appearance of the season, 9 2/3 innings for the right-hander with 14 strikeouts, tied for the second most on the team, and among relievers, he has the most strikeouts. All 6 of his previous appearances have been out of the bullpen, and he'll make another one here against Carson-Newman in a one-run game here in inning number 6. Hawkins has one of Lee's 2 saves this season as well. So Hawkins for Pickens here in inning 6 in a one-run game. Tyler Pickens goes an inning and 2/3 of scoreless baseball. No hits against him. No runs are charged to him. He walked 2 and struck out nobody in the 7 batters he faced. He tossed 40 pitches and 26 strikes. So now it is Bryce Hawkins for the Flames, their 4th arm of the day, and 3rd straight right-hander gets the ball with 12 outs to go. Lee trying to hold on to this one-run lead. Carson-Newman's not led in this game. In fact, has only led for half an inning in its fourth straight game. Had a half-inning lead against LR, who then scored 5 runs to quickly erase that 3-run Carson-Newman advantage. The next half inning, so the Eagles trying to maybe gain some control of this game. Down a run, and the cleanup hitter Bradley Soto Diaz will lead things off for the Eagles against Hawkins. He will face his third different pitcher of the day. Soto Diaz has faced the lefty Turner, the righty Massey, and now the righty Hawkins, whose first pitch is bunted foul by Carson-Newman's right fielder. 4-1. Soto Diaz, the reason Carson-Newman has 2 runs on the board, a 2-run double down the left field line. Helped tie the game in that 4th inning. He bats leadoff here in the 6th inning and waits on an 0-1 fastball from Hawkins up to 92 miles per hour for called strike 2. Soto Diaz with that double has extended his hitting streak to 12 straight games. As he goes around on a high fastball, that one also was 92 miles per hour, and Soto Diaz down swinging on 3 pitches. Now Cole Nathan gets his chance against Hawkins, who makes quick work of Soto Diaz to start the 6th. First pitch on the way from Hawkins. Sweeping pitch to the outer part of the zone for a called strike. Today's game wraps up a 4-game homestand for the Eagles. They'll hit the road for the next 4. A road series at Anderson to wrap February before a March 3rd matchup next Tuesday at Trevecca Nazarene. That'll be Carson-Newman's 3rd game out of 6 this year against the Gulf South. Today's game is the 2nd as Nathan swings at an outside pitch for strike 2. Eagles 1-0 so far against the Gulf South Conference. As an 0-2 pitch is a breaking ball. And it's a swing and a miss by Nathan. He went after it for a second straight time, and there's 2 away now in the 6th inning for Aiden Gibson. Gibson will try to give the Eagles some 2-out life here. The Eagles got some of it in the 5th. 2 long at-bats, one of which was an Evans walk. Gave Floyd an opportunity as Gibson takes outside for ball 1, and that ends a good start to this inning for Hawkins. His first 6 pitches were strikes and had 2 strikeouts, but he misses to Gibson for ball 1. The righty winds and pitches to Gibson, a fastball at 91 for strike 1. Gibson 0 for 2. A 2nd inning strikeout against Turner, a 4th inning flyout against Pickens, and now a 6th inning at bat against Hawkins, and takes outside for ball 2. Two-one wind for the righty Hawkins, and another breaking ball dips below the zone, and Gibson chased it for strike 2. 2-2 count in a 1-run game with 2 away as Hawkins tries to send the Eagles down in order here in the 6th inning. And he'll have to try to do it in one more offering as his breaking ball missed outside. And the count goes full at 3-2. Eagles have been sent down in order 3 times, or twice rather, trying to avoid a 3rd time here in inning 6. As Hawkins winds and pitches a payoff, and it stays inside. And it's back-to-back 2-out walks in consecutive innings. Evans did it in the 5th. Now Gibson does it here in the 6th inning. And now John O'Pierce will bat with the runner at first and 2 away. Carson-Newman's not won a game this year when trailing after 6 innings. 0-5 in such games. Trailing by 1 here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs as Pierce flies one foul for strike 1. That 6th inning has really been the tale of how things will go. Although the Eagles have won twice this year when the game's been tied after 6 frames. A 1 pause for Hawkins at the belt. Gibson takes off, and Pierce swings and fouls it off. Strike two. Nothing in two set for Hawkins, with the Flames up 3-2 in the bottom of the sixth inning. A short lead for Gibson at first as Hawkins fires to Pierce a high fastball. 1-2. One two to Pierce. Breaking ball. Pierce waits on it and fouls it off onto the football field. And he keeps his third at-bat alive. He's batted in innings 2 and 4 so far. Drew a fourth inning walk and grounded out in the second. Gibson takes off. 1-2 pitch. Grounded sharply to first. Right to Youngblood. And he makes the play with ease, and the inning is over. Carson-Newman gets a base runner in the sixth inning, but Gibson left aboard. We've played 2/3 of this Tuesday afternoon affair between Carson-Newman and Lee. It's the Flames by a run on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
To the seventh we go in a one-run game. 3-2, Lee leads Carson-Newman, and the Eagles will turn to their fourth pitcher of the day. Denver Slifka now on the mound for Carson-Newman. Had an outstanding performance against Lenore Ryan on Friday. Gets the ball for the third time in his Eagles career and drops in a breaking ball to start the seventh for strike one to Ryan Valdez. 7, 8, and 9 for the Flames against Slifka here in the seventh. The righty pauses, glove at his chest, lifts the left leg and fires a fastball high for ball one. 4 1/3 career innings for Slifka, a 4.15 earned run average with 3 strikeouts, all of which came against the 6th-ranked Bears in that series opener. 1-1 on the way to Valdez. A breaking ball stayed inside for ball two. Breaking ball dropped in at 74. Fastball, slider, changeup in Slifka's repertoire. The freshman from Knoxville sets for a 2-1, and it's popped up foul back behind home for strike one, or strike two rather. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman's given up 3 runs in this game. They came in back-to-back frames, a 2-run fourth and a run in the fifth on a wild pitch. The wild pitch, the difference right now. 2-2 from Slifka, grounded sharply to third. Gibson, we'll see it get away from him. It's hit pretty well, hit 93 off the bat of Valdez. And Lee has the leadoff batter aboard on a sharply hit ball to Gibson at third. Didn't have to move for it. And that'll bring Keelan Sanders to the plate. Sanders waits and takes an inside fastball for ball one. One-0 set from Slifka. Check swing by Sanders. And he held back 2-0. As of now, it's been scored an infield single for Valdez. Be Lee's 6th hit. It's been an error-free game so far. See if the official ruling on that changes or not. Slifka gets a pop fly foul for strike one. So Valdez at first base. Sanders batting with a 2-1 count in a one-run game. Slifka's pitch. Slider on the inner corner, missed it. Couple balls inside it. It's 3-1. Third career appearance for Slifka. Pitching in his second career non-conference game. As the righty pauses and fires a fastball that's floated out toward right field. Soto Diaz is after it. It'll bounce in fair territory for a base hit. Back-to-back singles. That one just floats and barely lands in fair territory to the left of the right field line. And with runners on first and second, it'll be Nate Dunphy. And the Flames are requesting for time, and they want to chat over to this first and second situation in a one-run game with nobody out. So back-to-back singles, an infield single and now a floating single from Sanders down the right field line has given the Flames some seventh-inning offense. You've got the third base coach, the head coach, Mark Brew, the first base coach and an assistant coach as well, all discussing things over with the two runners, the hitter, and the batter on deck. Now they've broken the huddle, and it'll be Nate Dunphy to step back in. We'll see if he's asked to place down a bunt. Carson-Newman's got Floyd inside the first base bag and Gibson inside the third base bag to potentially charge on a bunt play here. Slifka fires in a fastball that's bunted third base side. It'll be fielded by Slifka. He fields it, throws to first. It gets away from Nathan. A run will score as the ball goes up the hill, and the runners will move to second and third. It's 4-2 Flames. Dunphy's bunt single helps drive in a run. Third consecutive single to start the inning. Slifka had to somewhat rush the throw in order to try to beat out the speedy Dunphy. And now two in scoring position with the Flames up 2. For the top of the order and Landon Franklin. First pitch to the second baseman's a pitch out. They'll throw to third and back safely. Hustling there is Sanders. Slifka charged the error on the throw to first. First error of the game. Allows the runners to move into scoring position here with nobody out. The freshman sets and pitches a breaking ball into the turf. Cochran blocks it to keep it in front. Carson-Newman's infield plays in here. Franklin is 0 for 1. The 2-0 pitch is low for ball 3. Franklin's been hit by a pitch in the first inning, walked in the third, and then flew out in the fifth, batting for the fourth time today. Trying to extend Lee's lead and break this thing open a little bit. And what's been a game that's been within 2 runs throughout. 3-0 pause from Slifka, and his offering is a fastball at 80 for strike 1. How aggressive will Slifka be here? You do have first base open, which could set up a force everywhere. But the top of the order is batting for the Flames. 3-1, swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Cochran. runner at third got a bad jump. Flip to home is late. 5-2 as the ball got away from Cochran behind home. Even with Sanders getting a late jump at third, he was still able to get home in time on the passed ball, and Lee's lead increases to 5-2. Sanders scores and Dunphy moves to third. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss and a ball into the turf. Cochran will have to throw to first, and it's a good one for the out. So Slifka gets his 4th career strikeout. He gets Franklin swinging at a ball in the turf for out number 1. And now Luke Collier. Good work by Slifka. He fell behind 3-0 and then worked back and threw 3 straight strikes for the first out of the inning, and now he faces Luke Collier. In a 3-run game, Carson-Newman's infield stays in. First one on the way. Swinging a line drive off the mid of Nathan into center field, a base hit, and Lee leads 6-2. That ball was smoked off Nathan's mitt. Hit 101 miles per hour for a base hit. A 3-run 7th for the Flames, and Jason White's calling for a reliever. 6-2 Lee. They've added 3 here in the 7th to increase the lead to 4 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Carson-Newman turns to its 5th pitcher of the day. McCain Mangum will come into the game for the Eagles. He has made 4 appearances this year. 3 1/3 innings for the right-handed senior from Ringgold, Georgia, and a LaGrange transfer. A 10.8 ERA for the senior right-hander, 6'1", 210-pound right-hander. Will go to work against Isaiah French with a runner at first base and 1 away. Three-run 7th inning here for the Flames. It all started with the bottom part of their order producing those runs as Mangum will step off and pick to first. Carson-Newman's controlled the running game for the most part. It's been some wild pitches and passed balls that have hurt CN's ability to handle them at times, but has allowed some runs to score as Mangum's in the zone on his first offering for strike 1. 6-2 Flames here on the Eagles Sports Network as the righty throws to first to check on Collier. The Gulf South's best team on the bases is 2 for 4 today. Collier's 0 for 1 as he gets a lead and French drives one out to straightaway center field. Back goes Braxton Smith to the wall. He runs out of room, and Isaiah French goes dead center field for a 2-run home run. And the Flames have opened up a 6-run lead on Isaiah French's 5th long ball of the year. One of the best hitters in the Gulf South Conference shows why as he goes straight away center field for his 5th of the year. Lee's 2nd home run of the day and 19th of the year. No doubter from French. Now it's an 8-2 game, and Mangum resets and faces Cody Turner, who swings and fouls one back. Still just one out in the frame. 5 runs have scored for the Flames here in the 7th on 5 hits. Breaking ball away from Mangum makes it 1-1. It started with the bottom 3 hitters in Lee's order getting on base, and the top of the orders followed suit. Swing and a miss as Mangum blows a fastball by Turner for strike 2. Carson-Newman's staff has held down Lee for the most part today, but the Flames erupt for 5 so far in this inning to lead 8-2. 1-2. Foul ball by Turner. Entering the inning, the Flames had just 3 runs on 5 hits. And in this inning alone, they have 5 hits and 5 runs. Hoping for more. Leading by 6. Mangum sets in the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good changeup away, and Mangum has a strikeout. 2 outs now in the 7th, and in steps J.J. Williams as Mangum gets his 4th career strikeout. This will be Lee's 8th hitter to come to the plate this inning. It's J.J. Williams, and he's 0 for 2. Or check that, 1 for 2. A single in inning 6. To go along with a walk and a pop-out so far. Righty fires, and a breaking ball dips below the zone to Williams for ball 1. Carson-Newman will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the 7th. 1-0. Fastball inner half for called strike 1. One. Ball low and away, 2-1. Carson-Newman this year now has allowed 23 runs in the 7th inning. That's tied for the most runs in any inning. Or check that, 14 runs. And it's tied for the most runs it's allowed in any inning this year. 2-1 fastball is a good one for Mangum for a strike. And the count is 2-2. In non-conference games, the Eagles now have allowed 11 runs in non-conference games. Of the 33 they've allowed overall out of league games. Williams lines one sharply to right field. So did Diaz. After it, it'll drop in for a base hit. He cuts it off before the wall. No, he dropped it. He did not get to it as it stopped before the wall, and Williams pulls up with a double. Soto Diaz was running to track it down, but did not get the ball in his mitt and had to go back after it to try to get Williams, but Williams was already pulling up at second base, and it's Lee's 6th hit of inning 7. And now Kaysen Youngblood. Youngblood has homered today. He started the scoring with his 2-run home run in inning 7. Now faces McCain Mangum. Breaking ball popped foul and out of play. Six-run game here on the Eagles Sports Network. The Flames have scored 5 of those 8 runs here in this 7th inning. And they've got more hits this inning than they did in the first 6 against this Eagles staff as Mangum fires a fastball in for called strike 2. Youngblood's the 9th batter of the inning. It all started with Ryan Valdez's leadoff single. Mangum pauses the 0-2. Ball into the turf. Cochran blocks it. When we move to the bottom of the 7th, we'll take a look around the South Atlantic Conference today and tell you how some South Atlantic Conference schools are faring in a non-conference play today. 1-2 on the way. High fastball inside as well. 2-2. Several teams in action on this chilly Tuesday. Two pause and the offering to Youngblood. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning for Mangum, 5th of his career, and that ends the 7th inning. But it's a strong inning for the Flames. They score 5 times on 6 hits, an error in the inning as well, and the Flames leave 1. It's 8-2 as we head to the home half of the 7th after this.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Home half of the 7th inning, 8-9 and 1-2 up for Carson-Newman. Ryan Bolton will lead off. Looks like the Eagles have a pinch hitter potentially on deck. And the catcher's spot with the Eagles down by 6, trying to muster up a rally against a Lee team that, like Carson-Newman, is undefeated in non-conference games. Only one of these two teams can say that at the end of this one. Right now it's in Lee's favor as we head to the home half of the 7th. Nate Caraballo is now the first baseman for the Flames, only defensive change with Hawkins, Bryce Hawkins, the righty, still pitching after a 17-pitch scoreless 6th inning, and he gets a foul ball from Ryan Bolton to start the 7th. Now it's the 5th time this year now Carson-Newman's allowed 4 or more runs in an inning. First time it's happened in non-conference play. It happened twice this past weekend against Lenore Ryan as Hawkins is 0-1, misses high and away for ball 1. And then happened twice against Lincoln Memorial in the middle game of that series 2 weeks ago. It's the 3rd time they've allowed 5 runs or more in an inning as well. An inning that Lee sends 9 hitters to the plate. 1-1 to Bolton. Swing and a softly hit ball back to Hawkins on the mound. He will sprint to the first base bag and flip there for the first out of the inning. And the Eagles will have a pinch hitter here. Maddox Green will be Carson-Newman's pinch hitter and take Cochran's place. So the Eagles will either do some defensive aligning or they'll have a new catcher and Green will be replaced after this inning. Carson-Newman's outfielder is having a good start to his freshman season, a .278 hitter, and he reaches base nearly 50% of the time so far this year. Waits on the first one from Hawkins. It's a good fastball at 92 for called strike 1. Entering the day, Maddox Green has drove in 12 runs, tied for the second most on the club. Soto Diaz has surpassed him for that mark now with 14, so Green is 3rd on the team, counting today's action in runs produced as he takes high for ball 1 to see the count level at a ball and a strike. Pinch hit effort here for the deep gap native from North Carolina, and he hits one on the ground to second, fielded cleanly, and the play is made by Franklin at second base, and there's 2 away. And the Eagles will bring another pinch hitter to the plate. Kylan Hornbuckle will pinch hit for the Eagles here and take Braxton Smith's place. So the Eagles turning to a couple of bench players here. And Kylan Hornbuckle will get a pinch hit opportunity here with 2 away in the 7th. Hornbuckle, one of Carson-Newman's top base runners, known for his speed, does have 4 at-bats this year and a hit in 4 at-bats. Waits on the first pitch from Hawkins. Good slider in there, and it's called strike 1. Hawkins has been good. This is his second inning of work, pitching into his 7th inning now. And he's retired 5 of the 6 he's faced, and he gets a swing and a miss by Hornbuckle for strike 2. 0-2 on Carson-Newman's pinch hitter here in the 7th. 0-2 line for Hawkins. Breaking ball. Hornbuckle offered and was able to hold back his check swing. 1-2 as Hornbuckle just barely held back on Hawkins' breaking pitch. 8-2 game in the 7th. Hawkins trying to send the Eagles down in order. The 1-2 is a fastball away, 2-2. Only one guy's reached against Hawkins in his 27 pitches. That was Aiden Gibson drawing a 2-out walk in inning 6. 2-2, swing and a miss. 92 on the fastball from Hawkins, and the Eagles are down in order for the 3rd time today. 7 innings in the books. Lee is in control. They've scored 6 unanswered runs to lead 8-2 on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Carson-Newman has a bunch of changes as we get set to start the 8th inning. We'll start with the new pitcher. It's Harrison Shelton. He will make his 2nd career appearance. Only faced one batter against Alabama Huntsville last Tuesday. Walked that batter and then came out of the game. He'll get his 2nd career appearance here in the 8th inning, and he will face 7, 8, and 9 for the Flames. Ryan Valdez will lead things off. Whole host of changes defensively for the Eagles. Kevin Hammond takes Maddox Green's place in the 8th spot and is now catching as Shelton comes set in an 8-2 game to start the 8th. The lefty sets and pitches a breaking ball for called strike 1 at 70 miles per hour. Logan Floyd and Ryan Bolton, 2 starters still on the field. Floyd still at first base. Bolton is still in left. Kylan Hornbuckle, after pinch hitting, stays in the game in center field as the 0-1's grounded foul. Ian Hubbard, the Radford transfer, is now playing right field, so he takes Soto Diaz's spot in the 4-hole. Sean Strittmatter is at second base for the Eagles. He'll take Nathan's spot in the order. Batting 5th as Shelton sets for the 0-2, inside and low for ball 1. Evan Mutter is playing third base. He'll be in the 6th spot of Carson-Newman's order. And Sebastian Rodriguez is Carson-Newman's shortstop. And we'll take John O'Pierce's spots. The Eagles have just a couple of starters still out on the field as Shelton's fastball missed outside for ball 2. Eight-2 game. Lee has scored the last 6 runs in this game. 1 in the 5th, 5 in the 7th. 2-2 from Shelton. The lefty drops in a breaking ball that's hit on the ground is short. Rodriguez fields it cleanly. His throw across is in time. And there is one away. The freshman Rodriguez with the putout. And now that will bring Keelan Sanders to the plate. Rodriguez And all of the changes for the Eagles have played in games this year, so no first career appearances out there as Sanders stands in for the third time. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss. Good offering by Shelton. This is a Carson-Newman staff that only has a handful of lefties. Cameron Butler and Harrison Shelton are two left-handed pitchers that the Eagles have. And the only two that have pitched in a game this year. They've combined to just get 2 outs together. Counting Shelton's first one in this inning as he drops in a breaking ball outside this time for ball 1. 1-1 count on Sanders. Batting for the 4th time today. He singled and scored part of that 5-run 7th inning. His single was down the right field line as he waits on a 1-1, and it's high for ball 2. 2.5 hours into this midweek game between Carson-Newman and Lee. Two teams undefeated in non-conference games. The Flames are 6 outs away from keeping it that way for them as Sanders takes a strike and it's 2-2. Flames also trying to extend a winning streak against Carson-Newman to 7 straight. 2-2 pause for the southpaw. Slider hit softly through the right side, a base hit. Floyd made a diving effort after it, and Stripmatter was more towards second base. So there was a little bit of a gap there, and Keelan Sanders pokes it through the right side for a base hit. Sanders has his second hit, and now the 9-hitter, Nate Dunphy. Time called. Not certain who called time. It's actually somebody out in the bullpen had opened one of the doors out beyond right field. Ball may have gotten away. And now Shelton will step on the mound, and the batter Dunphy steps in a lefty-lefty matchup with 1 out here in the 8th. Shelton's first pitch, nice breaking ball, drops in for a strike. Oh, 1. Swinging a foul ball. Nothing in 2. Shelton ahead on Dunphy, and then the top of the order is after the 9-hitter for the Flames here in the 8th. 0-2 pause for the southpaw Shelton. Breaking ball away. Good block by Kevin Hammond. Keeps the runner and Sanders at first base. One ball and 2 strikes. 8-2 Lee here in the 8th. Fastball away. Tried to get the corner. Did Shelton. Didn't get the call. Two pause for Shelton. His breaking ball is lined to second. Stripmatter caught the ball. It initially popped out of his mitt, and then he caught it off the ricochet from his mitt for the second out of the inning on the line drive. Good job. He kept that second hand, that left hand near the glove, and that's what helped him escort that ball back into his mitt and not allow it to pop out of there. 2 away on the line drive out. And now Landon Franklin and the top of the order as Shelton picks to first base. Lefty Shelton, the lefty wearing 28, last left-handed pitcher to wear 28 in a Carson-Newman uniform. Griff Hughes, who has spent time in the Toronto Blue Jays organization. Breaking ball from Shelton's low for ball 1. Hughes was really good in his last season with the Eagles, a 3.8 ERA and won 9 games in 2024, and most recently has spent time in the Frontier League and also the Rookie League of the Toronto Blue Jays, as Shelton's ball into the turf will allow Sanders to sprint up to second base with a stolen base. So a runner at second base and 2 away. Since leaving the banks of Mossy Creek, though, Griff Hughes has been really good. A 2.8 ERA in 12 innings with the Toronto Blue Jays' Rookie League. 2-2 pitches in the inside corner for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on the leadoff batter, Franklin. Open base at first, with Sanders now at second. Good fastball from Shelton for a strike. Three-one breaking ball drops in for a strike. Good one there from Shelton. A curveball at 70 miles per hour. Finds the zone, and he's trying to work his way back into this count. Fell behind 3-0. He's back in it at 3-2. Looking to toss a scoreless eighth. The lefty sets. He's got the sign from Hammond to look at second, and his pitch home is a breaking ball hit on a couple of hops to Strittmatter. He'll field cleanly. His throw's a good one, and the inning's over. No runs on a hit for the Flames in the eighth. A scoreless eighth from Harrison Shelton. Eagles down 6 with 6 outs to go here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Lee will make a couple of changes. It'll start on the mound. They are bringing in left-handed pitcher Alex Brew, the redshirt freshman, the son of head coach Mark Brew. From Cleveland, Tennessee, Bradley Central High School, the lefty stands 6 foot tall, 180 pounds, and will make his 5th appearance of the year. So far in his redshirt freshman season, 7 innings pitched total. He's got 4 strikeouts, including 2 against Delta State, and he will pitch in his 3rd non-conference game of the year. Overall, he's got 2 1/3 scoreless and out-of-league games this season. Alex Brew, the pitcher for the Flames. They also bring in Noah Briggs at third base to take the place of Keelan Sanders. So the Flames make a couple of changes, and now we'll see some of Carson-Newman's changes get some opportunities to bat. But first it'll be Colton Evans and Logan Floyd, and then Ian Hubbard out of the 4 spot. Those are the 3 hitters scheduled to hit for Carson-Newman in this 8th inning, as the Eagles have seen the Flames score 6 unanswered. And that's been the difference. This game was tied at 2 after 4. The Eagles haven't scored since, and Lee has scored 6 times in the last 3 innings. First one from the lefty, Brew, is fouled back for strike 1. This is 2, 3, and 4 in Carson-Newman's batting order. Colton Evans has had a good day. He's reached all 3 times. A 4th inning single with walks in innings 1 and 5. 0-1. Ball into the turf. One pause for the lefty Brew as he works from the stretch and gets a foul ball at the plate by Evans for strike 2. 1-2 count. Eagles at 8-5, in danger of suffering their 4th straight loss after being swept by ranked Lenore Ryan this past weekend. 1-2 pause for the lefty Brew, and his pitch is in the turf for ball 2. The Eagles had their home winning streak in terms of series snapped by the Bears. The Eagles had won 8 straight home series dating back to the end of the 2024 season. Heading into the weekend, lost the series to the ranked Bears. They're now in danger of losing a 4th straight to Lee as Evans pokes one to short. Fielded cleanly by Collier. Good stretch by Caraballo at first, and the play is made. One away, and now Logan Floyd. First time Evans has been retired today. Hit at 92 off his bat on that sharply hit ball to short. And now Floyd will get an opportunity. One of 3 starters still on the field and in the lineup for Carson-Newman. With 5 outs to play. Lefty Bruce sets. First one to Floyd. Swing and a miss at a changeup low. Strike 1. Around the South Atlantic Conference today, Emmanuel having its way against Mars Hill, 12-1 in the 5th. North Greenville also having its way. Another Conference Carolinas school against Coker, 7-0 inning 6. 0-1 set. Brews offering inside and low to Floyd, 1-1. Mount Olive's playing well, up 8-1 on Catawba. That's a 5th inning score. Ferrum is up on Emory and Henry, 10-6. Southern Wesleyan is beating Anderson 1-0. As Brew readies for a 1-1. And it's a tapper behind him at the mound. Running is Collier. The shortstop will make the play and retire Floyd on the slow roller. And there's 2 away, a couple of 6-3 putouts to start the 8th with the Flames up 8-2. Francis Marion is up on Newberry 3-0 in the 4th, and Wingate's beating Belmont Abbey 2-0 in inning 3. So Wingate is the only Sac school right now winning on this Tuesday afternoon. They're up 2-0 on the road against an NCAA tournament team from last year in Belmont Abbey as Ian Hubbard swings and misses in a lefty-lefty matchup here in the 8th with 2 away. UVA Wise will play a doubleheader tomorrow against Bluefield State. Lenore Ryan's in action against USC Aiken as Hubbard swings and misses for strike 2. And Lincoln Memorial will play host to Trevecca Nazarene, a team Carson-Newman will see next Tuesday in Nashville. One of 2 matchups with the Trojans on deck. This is the first of 2 with the Flames this year. 0-2. All the way from Brew on his 11th pitch of the inning. 1-2 on Ian Hubbard, who's hitting .250 this year, getting his 17th at-bat. And his Carson-Newman career 4 hits and an RBI. 2 of his 4 hits have gone for extra bases as well. 1-2 pitch misses low and away, ball 2. The Southpaw Brew comes set, and a 2-2 home. Hubbard may have swung at that pitch that drives and runs inside on him. And he is going to be retired. It'll be a strikeout because Hubbard did go around, and that ball hit him. It's going to be a strikeout to end the 8th inning. First strikeout for Alex Brew of the day. He tosses a 1-2-3 8th, and the inning is over. Pair of lefties toss scoreless 8ths. We'll head to the 9th on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Braxton Roberts on the mound for Carson-Newman to pitch the 9th inning in a 6-run game here on the Eagles Sports Network. Braxton this year is getting ready to make his second appearance of the year. Recorded 2 outs and gave up a run on a hit against Cedarville with a couple of strikeouts against the Yellow Jackets back on February the 7th of this season. The redshirt senior from Sweetwater, Tennessee, will make career appearance 17. That's what he continues to warm up before here in the 9th inning. 13 2/3 innings pitched total for Braxton Roberts this year. A 2.7 career ERA. He has 13 career walks, 10 career strikeouts. He'll face 2, 3, and 4 for the Flames. The scheduled hitters are Luke Collier, Isaiah French, and Cody Turner. First pitch of the inning is a breaking ball away for ball 1. Collier today 1 for 4 with an RBI. His RBI was in the 7th, an RBI single. Roberts sees a 1-0 get away from Hammond for ball 2. 2-0 count on Lee's shortstop here in the 9th. Swinging a hard hit ball through the left side, a base hit. Collier's got a multi-hit day. That is Lee's 13th hit, and 8 of them have come in the last 3 innings. Collier starts the night with a base hit. And now Isaiah French. French has increased his batting average with a 3 for 4 day at the plate. He's got 5 homers for the year after going yard in the 7th, helping break open this game as he takes low from Roberts for ball 1. Collier a fair lead at first base, as Roberts is 1-0 as an inside corner fastball at 80 miles per hour for a strike. Cody Turner's next, as the heart of Lee's batting order bats against Roberts here in the 9th. Breaking ball away, 2-1. No defensive changes for the Eagles. All those changes that were made in the 8th. That's how CN stays defensively here for the 9th. Trailing by 6 runs, 8-2. Roberts is 2-1. He'll wait and pick to first base. Two-one pause, and Roberts pitches. Fastball away, they'll throw to first. Hammond's throw is caught by Floyd. No tag made, though, as Collier's back safely. Mentioned Carson-Newman will be back on the road at Anderson on Friday and Saturday. The Flames will host Auburn-Montgomery this weekend. Wrap their month of February as Roberts goes high and inside for ball 4. And there are runners at first and second here in the 9th, and the cleanup hitter Turner will have to wait a second as Roberts and Hammond talk things over on the mound. Flames are 3 outs away from getting their 8th non-conference win of the year. They won just 8 non-conference games all of last year, so they're about to match their non-conference win total from last year. Already this season, if they can secure 3 outs in the home half of the 9th. Breaking ball from Roberts is a strike. Flames went 8-7 last year in non-conference games and have won 63 since 2020. 0-1 pause from Roberts, and he pitches a breaking ball inside for ball 1. Flames have homered twice today. French has done it. He's at first base. Youngblood's done it. He started the scoring with his 4th inning home run as Turner swings and misses at a 1-1 fastball, and it's 1-2. The Flames this year have homered multiple times now in 7 games. 7 of their 14 plays. Half their games have featured multi-home run efforts. 1-2 to Turner. Breaking ball in the turf. Hammond keeps it in front. This is Lee's 10th game. It's out-hit its opponent. They're out-hitting Carson-Newman 13-5. And they've got 6 wins this year by 5 runs or more. Currently up 6. The righty Roberts pitches. Nice breaking ball. It drops in knee-high for strike 3. First out of the 9th inning, and Braxton Roberts has his 3rd strikeout of the year. 1 away in the 9th. Good frame there by Hammond as well. Kept it in the zone. And now J.J. Williams will bat for the Flames with 2 on and 1 out in the 9th. And he'll actually call time before stepping back in. Flames have played error-free so far as well. Be the 4th time they do that this year, as Roberts misses inside and low for ball 1. Carson-Newman's offense has been silenced to just 2 runs today. Would be CN's 2nd fewest output in a game this year. Were shut out by LMU 10 days ago, as Williams skies one foul for strike 1. It's been an interesting season. Carson-Newman's lost twice this year when scoring double-digit runs. Entering the year, they had lost just 7 times in the last decade when reaching the double-digit scoring mark. Won't happen today, probably, but it's happened twice this year, and the Eagles have been on the wrong side of those as they throw down to first, and French is back-picked by Kevin Hammond. Good defensive play there. Isaiah French had an extended lead at first base and was caught sleeping there, and Hammond's snap throw retires French for the 2nd out of the inning. Nice job there. Eagles defensively have made some strong plays today. That'll add to it a 2-3 caught stealing at first. And now a 2-1 home. A check swing, and Williams held back. 3-1. Pitch from Roberts. Swing and a line drive over Rodriguez at short and into the left center field gap for extra bases. Scoring from second is Collier. And into second base with a stand-up double is J.J. Williams with 2 outs. Williams has his first ribby, and the Flames lead 9-2. Williams has his 3rd hit of the day. 2nd extra base hit, 3rd straight hit at the dish as well. Carson-Newman's going to go back to the bullpen here in a 7-run game. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is for Carson-Newman after this.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopcneagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopCneagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopCneagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
James Salico is Carson-Newman's 8th pitcher of the day. He will try to get the final out of this 9th inning with a runner at second base and 2 away. First pitch from Salico is a breaking ball for a strike. The senior from Waxhaw, North Carolina, makes his 2nd appearance in an Eagles uniform. He faced 3 batters at Alabama Huntsville last week, and failed to record an out. Swinging a foul ball by Caraballo at the plate, making his 26th at-bat of the year. And it's strike 2. It's been 7 unanswered runs for the Flames, 1 in the 5th, 5 in the 7th, and another here in this inning. To lead by 7 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Salico looks into his catcher, Hammond. The breaking ball is into the turf, and they'll say Caraballo went around. It's a swinging strike 3. James Salico, a 3-pitch punch-out for his first career strikeout in an Eagles uniform, ends the 9th. Carson-Newman trails by 7, down to its final 3 outs here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Lee will turn to another left-handed pitcher. Their third of the day is Hayden Choate to pitch the 9th inning. The redshirt freshman from Chattanooga, Tennessee, will make his second straight midweek appearance. He pitched a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts against North Georgia 1 week ago, and now he will pitch against Carson-Newman and try to get the final 3 outs of this contest. The Flames also bring in Luke Treese, and he will do the catching here in inning number 9 on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman will have its 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the lineup due up. It'll be Sean Strittmatter, Evan Mutter, and Sebastian Rodriguez. Carson-Newman's 3 scheduled hitters in this 9th inning as the Eagles try to rally from down 7 here in the 9th inning. Strittmatter will try to start things and get his 4th career at-bat in the Eagles orange and blue. He is 2 for 3. He takes fastball outside for ball 1 and nicked off Treese's glove as well. Now with their changes for the Flames defensively, just the catcher and pitcher combination is what's altered here in the 9th. The lefty Choate winds, and the 1-0 fastball's a strike to Strittmatter. Lefty pitches a 1-1 to Strittmatter. Swing and a miss by Carson-Newman's reserve infielder, and it's 1-2. Strittmatter made his debut in the series finale against Cedarville a couple of weekends ago. Went 1 for 2 in that game, and now he bounces one foul down the line at first. Went 1 for 2. That was part of that 23-4 win for the Eagles over the Yellow Jackets. Strittmatter also walked in 3 total plate appearances on that Saturday. 1-2 again. Ball into the turf, 2-2. Carson-Newman's series with Anderson on Friday will start at 4 o'clock. Doubleheader with the Trojans will conclude the series on Saturday starting at 1 p.m. 2-2 from Choate. Swing and a miss. He got a fastball at 88 by Strittmatter swinging. And there's one away as Evan Mutter comes to the plate. Evan Mutter will make his second plate appearance of the season and swing and miss at an inside slider for strike 1. Mutter appeared in 15 games last year with Carson-Newman. This is his 3rd playing season. Reached base 6 times last year in 10 total plate appearances. Takes inside this time for a ball, 1-1. One on the way. Mutter fouls it back for strike 2. The day started for the Flames on the mound in Cody Turner's 3 scoreless innings. He struck out 3 and walked 2. The day continued, and it was favorable when Coates Massey was pitching. Eagles got 4 hits off him and scored twice. But since then, Carson-Newman's only had 3 base runners, and they've all been able to reach on walks as Mutter takes ball 2 outside. 2-ball, 2-strike count with 1 away here in the 9th. Choate quickly back to work. His 2-2 is lined into right center field for a base hit. Evan Mutter has his first hit of the year, and it's a 1-out single here in the 9th for CN. That is Carson-Newman's first hit since inning 4. Mutter singles, and now it'll be Seth Benner. So Benner pinch hitting here for Sebastian Rodriguez. And the Eagles will have another pinch hitter on deck as well. So the changes continue to pour in here for CN, giving some guys some opportunity. Lefty Choate's pitch is a high fastball for ball 1. Tyler Pickens came in and pitched 1 2/3 scoreless innings. He's in line for the win. Should the Flames hold on to this 7-run lead, then Bryce Hawkins took the ball and threw 2 scoreless innings, and Alex Brew had a scoreless 8th as Benner golfs one out toward straightaway center field. Should be routine for J.J. Williams as he continues to back up, and he will make the catch. And there is 2 outs with Mutter at first as Benner flies out in a pinch hit effort. And that will bring Trace Alexander to the plate for Carson-Newman here in the 9th. He is Carson-Newman's last hope in this midweek affair. Alexander to bat for Carson-Newman here in the 9th. Another pinch hit opportunity for Alexander this season. First one to him is a fastball at 89 for called strike 1. Third at bat for Alexander this year. He's drawn a walk. The Flames are a couple of pitches away from a 8th non-conference win this year as Alexander swings and misses at a ball on the turf, and it's strike 2. Carson-Newman is in danger of losing a 4th straight and a 6th game in their last 8 overall after starting the year 6-0. The ball's in 2 strikes on Alexander. It's Choate against the pinch hitter Alexander with 2 outs in the 9th. Ball gets away from the lefty, well outside for ball 1. Alec Wilson's going to be in line for his first career loss. He gave up that 3rd run that scored for the Flames, and the Eagles have trailed since that run scored. Breaking ball outside, ball 2. Tried to go to the back door for the final out of the game, but Choate didn't get the call. Two on the way. Fastball outside, and Alexander will see a 6th one here in his pinch hit at bat. Mutter will be on the move. They'll not hold him at first base. The lefty Choate sets for a payoff to Alexander. It's grounded softly to short. Collier will go to first with the play. He makes it, and that's the ball game. Flames score 7 unanswered runs over the final 5 innings to take down Carson-Newman 9-2 on this chilly Tuesday afternoon in Jefferson City. Tyler Pickens is the winning pitcher. He gets his 2nd win of the year, while Alec Wilson suffers his first career loss. No save in the game. The game takes 3 hours and 2 minutes to complete on a 40-degree day here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. It's, interestingly enough, Carson-Newman's 3rd 3-hour-plus game in its last 4 games, interestingly enough. Carson-Newman drops to 8-6, suffers its first non-conference loss of the year, while the Flames have won their 8th non-conference game and improved to 11-3 overall this season. I'd like to thank our entire crew for sticking it out in the cold. Our camera operators, Maddie Hurst, Andrew Larson, Eva L. Halou, and Connor Wilkes. Our replay and director, Jay West, throughout today's contest as well. Andrew Rogers signing off. Glad you've joined us here on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman basketball will play its penultimate regular season games of the year tomorrow evening at 5:30 against Mars Hill at Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman baseball is back on the field at Anderson at 4 o'clock. You can listen to that game with Rayanna DeCrow at seeandeagles.com/live as the Eagles get back in conference action at Anderson for a 3-game series to conclude February. We'll talk to you next time here on the Eagles Sports Network. Lee wins it here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex by a final score of 9-2.